What's going on, everybody? I'm CaptainRoBear, and this is Saved by the Spell 2 Game of Saving Throws 85.
Woo!
Let's
Here
go.
Hot 85.
It's another one of those episodes where I'm terrified to death to start tonight.
Will it be our last? Does everybody die?
Trust me, I remember where we left off last week, and all day since lunch, I'm like, oh God, torment, oh God.
Just rolling the dice, dear, please, God.
Literally been hanging over my head as I've been working all day long. I'm just ready to get here, man. I'm just ready to get here.
And you thought 2020 was the real anxiety buster. No, it's the last 2 months of this campaign that's going to kill you.
Well, you know what? The good news is I set up my mobile rig, so if I have a heart attack, I can still do the show in the hospital.
Well, that's a good plan. You gotta have like a go bag.
Yeah. Literally, my go bag has my Elgato Wave 3 and my laptop in it.
Mud's just
Ready to
over
go.
here. What is dead may never die.
We all can't be, Lord of the Riverdance.
2020 can't kill me. Nothing can.
I'll try it.
I mean, let's be honest, if he
men have
does,
tried.
he's already got a character and he can just go ahead and resurrect for the first time after death.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll min-max my way into an immortal character eventually.
I'll be dead honest. The first time that we joked about Emery possibly coming back in case Valas did bite the dust, I imagined him as Brie Larson with the bad Marvel haircut that they gave her. And
yeah.
Gosh, they chose the worst. Like, it's
yeah. I fully like the only thing I can think of when they plucked that one out, they were like, what will piss neckbeards off the most? At the same time, also really just not look great either. Just be a bad look.
yeah. We're gonna test people's loyalty right now.
I mean, it's a practical haircut though. You're flying through space, you're fighting people all the time. You don't want you to get your hair could get in the way, Practical.
True dat. Who's got big announcements this week?
Gamers Friday. We'll be streaming before D&D. It'll be fun. I don't know what we're playing yet. I have not thought that far. That's it though.
Radio, you got any big announcements for Beyond Light next week?
Ooh, so I'm planning to do an all-day stream on launch day. The operative word being planning. Work can always throw a monkey wrench into it. I will not stream through the weekend, so I can get as much as I can done on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday I will go live when the servers go up, just to talk with chat till I can get in and actually start playing the game. And then after that, I will stream all day and supposedly be joined by one Mr. Nighthawk later on in the evening.
What?
Oh, very nice.
How'd you snag that celebrity? Come on.
So he's going to take Wednesday off so that he can play late on Tuesday. So he'll probably hit me up sometime around 6 or 7 his time.
Nice.
That's good.
Hell yeah.
I'll be joining the festivities. What's that? When I get done with Rare Drop. So probably after I eat supper, 10:30, 10:45 ish.
Oh, I will be well far from home at that point.
I'm sure you will be ripe. All depends on just how much shit you guys had to complete at the very beginning. But we got story missions, so you can at least show me where I have to go to on the map. It truly reminded me how ridiculous just jumping in Destiny is at this point, with how the maps are laid out. Like my buddy was like, this game is so much fun, but what the hell do I do next? I was like,
oh my God, yeah.
You gotta find the story missions. You gotta knock all. I don't know where they're at. And I'm like, this is like mini RoBear. This is great.
If all else fails, I'll have story missions done, so I can put you in my backpack and take you through them, and try and sit in the back and just tell you, oh, go over here and shoot that.
Oh, there's no doubt you'll be long done with Beyond Light's story. There's no doubt in my mind. Yeah, and we did confirm the patch for those who get the new box is on December 9th, so you got some time. You got some time to get that new box on the in between. I'm just excited for all of them to see Destiny in 60 frames, like, and a frame of view slider. That'd like
insane.
Yeah, like they deserve that, man. Truly.
The field of view would be the biggest thing in the world.
Oh my god, yeah. Now,
especially for a game like Destiny, like how cool it looks.
Now they know who peaks.
Let's go.
It's gonna be good. We're all gonna love it.
Thank you guys very much. Got me a Chef's Feast card. FYI, I can't play that. We're in the middle of battle, just to let you know. So if you're expecting Chef's Feast, unfortunately, there will be no weenie roasting but our own right now. Oh my god, I've so this is the only thing, my only complaint about Google Drive. I go in and after I've done a whole bunch of work, all of my recents are just destroyed. And I'm like, oh, what did I title this? Where are my cards at? Oh god, there it is. I'm quickly exposed for having shitty titles for things when I'm trying to figure out where my card sheet is at. I'm like, oh no, it's the only thing is up there is my uploads. Shit. There we go. Cards, beautiful cards that I need. Just to let the community know, I do not need arcane recoveries. I am set. I even have I have 2 Master Chef's cards right now, so I'm set on that end. Maybe when this is done, I'll need one, but right now, kosher. If there's anything anybody else is like completely loaded up on, that would be a great time to tell the community.
I do not need any brutal criticals for either character.
I feel like elemental adepts would be really helpful right now.
I have 6 of them.
So there you go, elemental adepts. That way.
I don't
maybe
know,
some
man.
luckies. Some luckies for sure.
I mean, everybody could always use luckies at any point in time. There is no amount of luckies that you could have that would
I've got 5 brutal criticals, 7 elemental adepts, and 4 arcane recoveries, so I think I'm good on all those.
Smoke
I've also got 3-second wins.
Is it intelligence that we need to for rolling?
Yeah, that's where they're really hurt up right
smarter.
now.
Someone send us a book or 2.
I've got 4 impenetrables, 4 fighting spirits. Damn, dude, I'm stacked with cards.
Oh yeah, I need to.
I do have my character luck.
So updates over here. We did announce what's going on the channel for the rest of the year. As I told everybody inside that message, Eberron is going to take a back seat till the beginning of the year because I just don't have time to study the campaign setting as much as I would like. So we are leaning into all the work that I'm doing in Viking D&D. So this Friday, we're going to be starting the new campaign to finish out the year. We're doing Saved by the Spell 4, Horn of Valhalla. So we're going to play some little Viking D&D and tell some sweet stories within its mythos. On top of that, Rime of the Frost Maiden hasn't changed. And as I have said before, it is full and there is no waiting list. The waiting list is beyond ridiculous as is. So that campaign is completely closed off until further notice. However, the 2 side quests for the week, and that's right, you're getting 2 side quests at the same time. One of them will actually be interacting inside of Horn of Valhalla. That's going to be going on Monday right now. And we're also going to be having a game of saving throws again on Sunday. Dun dun dun. So I imagine the group is going to pick up pretty close to where they left off in the City of Brass. I said that if that went down, we would probably be retconning the ending and not having you guys just leave yet. So it should be interesting because most of the crew is back on it. I think 1 possible new member. We will see. But that game is already waiting list. So if you guys are looking to play some D&D this week, the big opening is on Monday nights for good old Horn of Valhalla side quest. So get those DMs to me, and I promise I will get responding back to you. All the other details are in there. These are all high-level campaigns. Horn of Valhalla side quest is going to start at level 10. And Game of Saving Throw side quest is starting at level 13.
Oh.
So,
Very nice.
We're going to be so strong right from the get-go.
And those folks all from that amazing trapped treasure chest that Erasius actually failed. It handed him a card from the deck of many things, and if they beat the encounter, they all got an extra level. So there's a whole handful of people that have applied that. Some have added it to their Frost Maiden character, some have added it to the Game of Saving Throws side quests. So it'll be interesting. There'll be some level 14s in there.
Ooh.
Which, by the way, our community so far, overall, we have pulled more good cards than bad cards from the deck of many things. It's actually impressive. He was
Adam, I'm looking at you.
Listen, I had one iffy roll, you know, and then I had one great one, you know. It could have been a lot worse. I'm just super charismatic. You know, listen, tough love, all right? You know, tough love.
And we
could try our luck again, see how long it lasts.
They even did a 50-50 on that trap on what the other number would be, and the other one, like, they totally lost all their experience, their level, their art, like everything. Just, it's like, why even exist as a character? Like, I don't even know how I would rule that one on the spot. It would be pretty miserable. Without being like, no, I mean, they paid for this, so this is like gonna happen later.
Happen at the end of the campaign. When you're done, you become babies. See ya.
Babality.
Fatality.
Oh, good shit.
God.
Gotta thank our sponsors as always, Voodoo Ranger. Thank you guys for your generous sponsorship for the entire year. If you guys have Higher Plane out on the shelves, check it out. I love everybody tweeting that they have found Higher Plane in different areas. You guys are amazing. If it's not there, good old Juicy Hay should be there. If you like it, the citrus, give it a try. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
But I like it a pineapple, so I went to Higher Plane.
Delicious. And Roll20 and DnDBeyond.com. Thank you guys for being rock stars. All the different tools that we use from the virtual tabletop to the character sheets in DnDBeyond.com. If you guys haven't tried making a character, please give them a run. I promise you will be as addicted as we are. And last but not least, thank you to all our lovely community members that have supported the D&D partners. Everyone here at this table, you know who you are if you've been a part of those community side quests that literally take care of our players, for spending all of this time engaging with you guys and creating the awesome stories that we do at the table. We could not do this without you. Thank you also to our big patrons out there for Namesake, Shabby, and all those wonderful tier 3 subs. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate the living out of you.
Truth.
All right, it's go time. So hard to pick right up in the middle of battle. I hate it so much.
We don't have to. We could just win.
The first 45 minutes is just brutal.
No? Okay. Right,
we're getting set in a battle scene. I like to just punch myself in the gut really hard to kind of just set the tone.
Yeah. I can help you with that if you need help.
Yeah, we can just come over.
I was literally thinking that. I'm like, just call Becca over. I'm sure she'd love to punch you.
Punch or kick.
Get your adrenaline going, you know.
Mr. Weak with a pencil.
Last week,
Baba Yaga.
On Game of Saving Throws, as you guys have continued to battle out of the embassy of the 9 hells, still on the plane of fire, trying to escape with Tormund, Dominus, Braden Barley, Diract, everyone combining Game of Saving Throws and Tormund's quest all together. You have begun battling your way out, this time trying to catch an airship on the other side of this lava flow. You guys have done well dispensing the frontline forces, but you still have Malthul Jizzaron holding you up over the bridge with the 2 hands of jizz and a couple of awful magma snipers to go. Ifriti in tow, but you do have a Garistro for now. Trying to remember if we pick up right on Ruby's turn or if we ended on Ruby's turn.
we end it on her turn. Because that's when I took out that fire thing from behind.
The fire snake?
Steel Wind Strike.
Yeah,
like $1 billion damage.
That's right.
We did something epic.
Yeah,
Dead.
the fire snake was taken from behind in the presence of the hands of Jizz.
There you go. Maximum SEO.
That's exactly what happened.
Oh, so it all picks up on the left hand of Jizzaron. Let's go. Just how we planned it.
Oh, Jesus.
We come back to instantly die.
They're going to continue moving forward. These maps are so big. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, it's going to take another scoop of magma. Picking that up. It's chucking that shit center mass over here. This is a dexterity saving throw for Garistro, Cheekios, Dominus, Gale, Loki, Valas, Histor, and Torment.
Ugh.
Crap.
Everyone has a +5. 5, 10. Yeah, God, Torment's just out of it. Torment is just out.
Sorry, he's got advantage on Dex. That's a saving piece right there.
I think I might have advantage on. Do we have advantage still from your aura, Histor?
Yeah, you got advantage on saving throws within 30 feet of me. So Torment does have advantage. He just doesn't have +5.
23 for Valas.
I'll roll. Well, that's pretty good. 22 for Gale.
All right, let's go, Histor. Nat 1. He's got advantage. 21. Right, now for the little boy here over. He's got advantage on the throw. Nat 20. He will not need it. Let's go.
Who got the nat 20?
That would be Tormund.
Torment? Nice. Torment needed that too.
Yeah, 100%.
Thank God for advantage.
It's truth.
This is for Cheekios. Oh, let's go, cheeky baby. 21 for Cheekios. Everybody above 20 is going to save.
Nice.
Dominus with a 6. Let's go. Dominus will take no damage. Nice. Let's go.
We'll have to be brought back in.
You guys are having some crazy trouble tonight.
Yeah, it's the only true comp, which is weird. Maybe we can reset the router or break or something.
Here's the thing. Because of what Radio did in Cyberpunk, people don't know if this is planned or not. No, they're just dead now. That's happened.
No, you didn't just cast delete.
delete.
Pulls out his own sword.
All right, 17 points. That will be 8.
Sorry, let me roll for Loki here.
Actually, I'm sorry, that would be 9. It's 9 points of damage for everybody who took half. Ooh. Just looked at my sheet. It's starting to get real.
There's a lot of reality here.
Yeah, there's. Oh shit. All right. Into the left-handed Jizzaron. That wildfire elemental swirling with flame is going to look to jump and belly flop in the literal space of Cheekios, Histor, Gale, Dominus, Loki, and Valas. We need another round of dexterity saving throws.
Man.
If you have a shield. Anyone currently?
I believe I do, don't I?
No, you're using two-handed weapons.
I've got arcane deflection, but no shield.
Yep.
In certain instances, I'm trying to work in ways that you can also use other saving throws, and if you have a shield, I'm going to start working in some strength stuff, because 78% dexterity saving throws.
God, yes, they suck.
Unless you're good at dex and you want that. But your boy doesn't. I can tell you that much.
Intelligence saving throws, huh?
These are DC 18s.
Wait, don't forget.
Maybe I can charismatically ask him to not fall on me.
You have an advantage. There you go.
DC 18. That's a 19 for Valas.
19, you will succeed.
My turn.
Do it.
17 on the first. 23 on the second. Let's go.
Let's go.
Gale. 15. 15.
Yeah, we'll fail.
Buddy.
I'm not a dexterous person.
Yeah.
Or strong.
What was that? 7? God. No. 15 plus my 5. Hot shit. That'll succeed. You are adding your 5 points in, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
My dex is 0,
No,
so I'm at. It's just the 5.
I got you, bro. I got you.
0. Okay, that explains it.
I have 0 strength, 0 dex, but I've got a +6 charisma. I am a
19, I can't
talker.
tell. It's a 3. Never mind.
It was cocked. For Loki, that's 13.
Loki will fail. Dominus +9 +5. He will succeed.
Jeez.
Such a beast.
14. Damn near what I rolled.
And it's impressive.
All right. You guys are going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is that the full or half?
That is the full number, and then 15 points of fire damage. So if you succeeded, that will be 6 and 7. All right, I'm sorry, 6 and 8.
Yikes.
And that was okay. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, we need to get around to we gotta get around to Cheekios. We gotta get around to Cheekios.
Cheekios is next to me, yeah? Yes. Oh, that's Valas. Where's Cheekios?
Cheekios
by the Garistro.
Okay. Got it.
His token's different.
That's why I couldn't see it. Okay, cool.
You just lost like 46 HP there. No big deal.
You didn't need it. Now it becomes
as a
real
spellcaster. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is currently we're in this shit right now because it is laying on top of us.
So what you're saying is moving around is probably difficult terrain.
That is correct. That is correct.
He really needs to work out and lighten himself.
If this thing is laying on top of us, are we like restrained or?
No, you're not, because you're just in a fiery pit of inferno.
Okay.
It's an elemental, so.
Okay. Histor, it is your turn.
Oh baby, we're gonna swing at this bad boy. Great Weapon Master attack.
Have you broken your bond with?
Nope, but that'll come at the end of my turn.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I don't have it marked. I know with Dominus is free.
I have reaction half movement on Histor and Tormund to Jizz. So I'm moving closer and closer to the Jizz every turn. Is that hindered by the difficult terrain I'm in now? Or am I going to get my full 15?
I think we got booted again.
Yeah, you guys did. You guys might want to just go ahead and restart that router now.
Yeah.
You want to do it now?
Yeah, just go for it right now. Well,
You've got a lot of time. Well, you got Demon Kiki coming up next, but then there's a huge
yeah,
break.
we got time
right
on
back.
Histor's turn, so go ahead and just restart now.
I'm gonna slow things down a little bit, so take your time.
Yeah, so you're are you on full?
No. I have resistance on everything, so and I saved on all the throws.
Yeah, you haven't. You didn't roll one on it. I can't remember who's got to make the full and who doesn't.
Nope.
Cool. So
no, actually, correction. In my notes, I have one more movement of full because I rolled a nat 1 on that saving throw. So I have a full movement after this.
That full movement will be put in half because you're inside that elemental. So that's good. You will only have to take 15 then.
Okay, got it. Noted. Sweet. Actually, if there's any benefit of being jumped on by a giant pissed off fire elemental, I will take it for slowing my down. Okay. So that's good to know. I'll move that after this turn. That will be in that, so I can throw that one away. Here it is. Boom. That's the one I was looking at. Okay, here we go. So we are going to do Great Weapon Master Divine Smite attack on this dude. What Divine Smite we're going to do? Third. Got it. Let's get these all queued up just in case we hit. He's already got Hunter's Mark on him. Not worried about that. What do we got with our good friend Holy Avenger? Cool. Man, I love swinging this sword. It's so good with that Vorpal sword attached to it. Come on. Give me that crit, baby. 26.
26 will hit.
Let me roll them both together and then calculate damage. All right. Second swing on that.
Ooh, that was
knocking on heaven's door.
I'm flirting with that one so bad. All right, so both those divine smites on that with Great Weapon Master. Wait, hold on. Great Weapon Master. Me brick on that. That is not 26 and 27. That is 21 and 22 to hit.
Those will hit.
Okay.
That was so close.
Yeah, as soon as I looked at it, I went, that's not right. That's a full swing. I'm using Great Weapon Master, so it's got that 5 on it. All right, here we go. And the first swing. Let's hit this on the second swing. And then the Divine Smite's on top of that. This makes it so much easier. Okay, cool. For those 2 swings from Histor Faust, that will do 98 points of radiant damage.
DTD.
Take that, you fire elemental! Faust will sing for the win! As he sits in this fiery cauldron, he levitates slightly with his wings and swings Holy Avenger in what looks like a tornado as he whips the essence of this fire elemental within his sword. And as he pulls it down, just explodes in this radiant white light.
Let's go. Let's go.
Back just in time for the DTD.
Yes, sir. As a bonus action, I'm going to lean over and I'm going to give Gale, who's looking a little he's looking like one of those kids who's got snot running out of his nose around wintertime, where you feel a little sorry for him. I'm going to give you a lay on hands. I'm going to put 15 points of healing into you.
Good news, bad news.
I was just about to say.
You ended the fire elemental's reign on this planet. As it busts apart around you, but it does clear up the difficult terrain, so you must march 30 forward.
Can I at least heal the little man before I go forward?
Yeah, it's always your reaction, so you've been doing that at the end of your turn.
There we go. All right, so there's my full 30 feet movement. You know, it's you take some and then some. Oh, he's right here with his boy. It's where he belongs.
The fucking Venn diagram is ridiculous.
Hey, the good news is he's within my 10-foot radius again right now, so I'll take it.
Are you making this sound like it was planned?
No, it was not planned.
It's
not
all
planned.
coming together.
What's your inner circle again?
The inner circle is my 10-foot circle. That is Aura of Courage. That prevents against frightening. That is also Aura Protection. That's a +2 on saving throws.
Okay.
I love Post-its.
Well, you know, I also learned on my downtime that I'm at the certain level now where I constantly have protection from good and evil cast on me.
No.
Wow, that's nice.
Yep, that's
just always.
That's a 15th level draconic resistance that I have now. I'm resistant to myself. This is this dragon paladin shit, which is just dope.
Do you make another saving throw or no? I don't remember.
Oh yeah, I got to make my intelligence saving throw. With the intelligence saving throw for Histor, am I still within? No, I don't think I'm going to make that +5 from Dominus, am I? I'm going to be just outside of that, so it's going to be straight up.
You've got it.
The good news is it's with advantage. No. With advantage, 5 double no. I am still well locked into our good friend, Mr. Jizz. The Fausts do not roll well under pressure.
Oh my God.
You're just insanely attracted to the number of abs that he has.
Yeah, exactly. How do I get so many abs? I'm just curious. I mean, it's you do CrossFit or something?
Speaking of 2s and 3s, Fun note, if you end up taking a halfling, I have made my official ruling on it. Since ones always stand in my campaign, you are allowed to reroll 2s and 3s.
Oh.
So it gives you a 10% chance of re-rolling those, but the 1 still sticks.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Okay.
So it gives you an extra 5% buffer.
Very nice.
Demon Kiki.
Yeah.
No.
Ah! She's gonna reach into her pockets and she's gonna pull out a rock. And we will cast Magic Stone. Because we're not close to anyone. So that will have to be what it is. All right, we're gonna attack this dude who's not lighting up for me for some reason.
Kiki has the movement.
I know, but I don't want her to.
Okay, I was like,
that has been the area of death. Have you noticed?
Okay, I get it, but I was like, what do you mean Kiki can't get over there?
I can, but everyone here has been taking a lot of damage. I am not dumb.
I mean,
look, everybody over there is dying. I should go join them. No.
Very meta of you, Kiki. Valas is over there.
I know. Well, we're gonna throw our rock first. From afar. Plus, we haven't really got our chance to use our magic stone.
Yes. Throw your stones.
So we will toss our first stone. All right.
Cool.
You hit me.
Does a 9 hit?
You totally hit Valas. 100%.
Oh, God.
100%.
God damn it, watch you to throw in your fucking rocks.
Roll for damage.
You roll for damage?
Yep.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's not a 1, so don't roll for damage. We'll just have fun with it.
I was like, oh no. Well, it would have been low anyway. It would not have been great. All right, so just checking. Attacks per action are 2, so can I cast that one again? Or are we good, since that's a spell? This is just me asking for clarification. It is a cantrip.
Yeah, it's like.
Do you have that, or have I given you those? Because
I have it now because of the
gotcha.
demon.
I mean, I'll let you throw another magic stone.
Out of her fury.
You ain't breaking the game with that one.
Tries one more time. A 15. Looks like throwing further away is really hard.
Does not hit.
I'm like looking for the Ifrit, like, where is it? I can't see it. It's too far away. Clearly seeing this not working, she will move closer.
The fun part is when you hurl this magic stone, so do a couple shots come in, ringing out from those fire giant airships that are up top. As when that stone hits, so does a massive cannon fire that just explodes in the back. Be very difficult for Kiki to tell whether she did that or not.
She definitely thinks that happened. Feeling emboldened by her big move, she will rush to Valis' side. And that will end her turn. Gosh.
All right. My shithead magma of freets. Histor Faust. Shot coming in. 14 will not do the trick. 25.
That will do the trick.
20 points of fire damage.
Got it.
Tormund Faust.
Tabs.
18.
Nope.
Nice. Tormund. As these shots of magma are slung your way. you may roleplay however Tormund wants to get out of them.
He's just sitting there compelled with Stormbringer in his hand as he sees the first shot come in. Just swings over ever so slightly while his stiff shoulders are staying on this path. Another one comes in, ducks, and he sees it hit his old man as he does that fake I'm playing NES and I'm trying to get out of the way of the fireball kind of move.
Nice.
Okay, Dad! When I asked me that question, I just took a fireball to the face.
All right, this elemental is out. Before the Ifrit's turn, you guys see one of those massive ships beginning to turn and teeter just a bit. As you can see, it's on fire from those massive fire giant ships in the sky. It's firing both up and down at the moment. I need dexterity saving throws from everyone on the board. This is a DC 16.
God.
All right. I'm not worried. There you go.
Tormund's just out of Dominus's.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
But you do have that old advantage.
16? Yes! I made it! Barely! Yes!
You save. You will take no damage, Gale.
Hell yeah! We did it, Reddit.
All right. Let's go with Histor's rolls. 12. Not going to save. 16. 16 will save, yes?
16 saves.
Histor saves.
Wait, I might roll a double. Well, it doesn't matter. Kiki does not save, Ruby does.
How did Kiki not save?
She rolled a 4.
Saves.
She's got advantage, though.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Ruby's was the one that ended up neutral. That's right. Oh, damn, dog.
All right, Tormund, come on, baby. You got advantage on this one.
Okay, so she saves. We're good.
19. We're in. Boom.
Nice. I need somebody to roll for good old Goristro here in a second as well. One, he's taking some damage here, so I need to make 2 dexterity saves for him.
Does he get advantage? Being part of the party now, and does he get all the perks?
I can't give him those perks. He's still he's still a demon on the loose.
I'll roll it. You need 2 of them?
Yeah, we're gonna do the first one. This is a +6 to their dex.
17.
All right, he's gonna take. He takes half because he's resistant to fire. All right, and then that 11. Is that the second one in?
That's the first one.
That's the first one. Go ahead and roll another one for me. Oh God!
You're not listening to restore right now.
Damn it. It was nice knowing him.
Hey, at least you got rid of one of your ones on the Garistro. It's straight Kong style. He's gonna be taking the cannon fire.
One.
Dryads. Oh, let's go. They save. Oh, let's go. Oh, that's the scary one, guys. That's the scary one. Oh. Okay. Dominus saves. Cheekios will save. Dude, we had a great round. Everybody except for the Garistro. The Ifrit also have to make saves on this. There's our with advantage.
What about Jizz? Does he have to make a save too?
We'll get into that.
Wait, there's some shit demons on either side.
All right, this second one right here, it's going to save. The first one over here is actually going to fail. What a loser.
Oh,
what a loser. Where did that dice go? It ate it up.
It no longer
oh God,
exists.
it was a hardcore delay on that one. It will succeed. All right. Old Jizza. Malthul will save easily. Magmas doing the one on the left. That's not gonna decide it. Oh, first magma fail.
Ooh, hello.
Second magma fail.
Okay.
Tell me more.
All right. I am going to use the restroom real quick because it just hit me all of a sudden. I'm going to be back and roll that damage. all that T pre-production just built up right there. BRB.
Should have worn your yellow pants.
That wouldn't help.
This is ridiculous. Is it fair to be a little terrified? Like
oh God, I wasn't bullshitting when I said I've been terrified all day.
Right.
Like
it'll be fine.
When noon hit me and I realized, oh God, I've got Tormund way up close to this dude and Histor's still locked into this. It's gonna be Wednesday night that I don't want to remember, I hope.
Yeah, it could go really bad. Poorly, very poorly
quick.
for us.
Do it.
I am nervous.
The only one.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? We die? Yes.
Yeah, it's not so bad. I've done that a few times.
Yeah, you have.
It's a minor inconvenience at best.
Minor.
You can come back. It's not a problem. This necromunchany is all.
They always come back.
Sure.
We all float down here.
Oh, with the It reference.
Oh man, it's a lot of lava. Wish we could harness this lava in some way.
I'm open to ideas.
Now that he's back, I'm gonna make a real run. I'll be right back.
You also gotta go. Anybody else gotta pee?
Did I inspire?
I took the router reset break to refill the drink. So
yeah, that's a smart idea.
Like always, I'm already cathed up, so no need for a bathroom break.
All right, this is
the old oil change.
2 D10s. 16 points of bludgeoning damage. Ifrit. Nice. It takes all 15 there. And then fuego damage, 2 D8s. $16 and $12, so it'll half that. 22 points on that guy. Nice, we'll take it.
How are these Ifrit looking? I don't remember how much damage you've done to them. Okay.
Ifrit are looking strong. Yep, it's going to be the same thing for these guys. Nice. 22 points each going down to those magma guys as they are blasted by this cannon fire that's coming down as it explodes. They're going to have to make dexterity saving throws where they're at. DC 14. First will succeed. Second will succeed. Damn, that would have been nice. All right,
you want to try rolling that one more time then?
Dream Weaver. All right, so 12 plus. All right, Garistro. It's just going to take 20 points. Where's the Garistro? Oh, it's resistant to bludgeoning as well? Hot shit.
Let's go. Let's go. Didn't matter.
He's a nightmare for a reason.
Very true.
Garistro look.
Garistro's healthy, man. Garistro's real healthy. By the way, how is Loki still up after all that shit in the middle? How many? He's got to be looking
only
horrible.
Took half damage on some of them, but he's 17 out of 75.
Yeah,
he started with like 50 some tonight.
Yeah,
almost 60 points, and he's now 17.
And he's never the target of like direct shots. It's always because he's in an area.
Yeah, and he only failed one of those, so he took half on almost everything.
That
last one though hit him pretty hard.
Is gonna fly in and attack you, Kiki.
Hmm.
I'm gonna use protection as my reaction. Give Kiki a protection.
Oh, thanks.
And pose disadvantage.
Before you do that, I'm going to let you pocket that because he's actually going to begin casting a spell.
Gotcha.
I don't think Ruby's in a position where she can't counter spell yet still. Ugh.
Just double checking. I played so many different characters. I had to make sure that, like, okay, Cheekios doesn't have this. I've never done this before. Okay, just wanted to double check. Be like, thanks for leaving us hanging out there with Cheekios. I'm sorry, I forgot. Begins conjuring fire in its hands, erupting a wall of flame that begins with Dominus and runs diagonal all the way to Kiki.
I knew this was a bad spot to be in. I knew this was bad.
Not cool, bro.
Hang out in the party, the danger zone.
All right, this will be everybody inside that wall of flame. Yikes. All right.
Are we ruling Loki in that or out of that?
Yeah. Loki's going to be in it.
Friendship's overrated. You get burned with friendship.
Everybody in Great Brass Balls of Fire is like, we've lived this life. Oh my God. Dexterity saving throws. This is 5d8. This is serious shit.
Who wants to roll first?
Don't forget, if you're on my
25 for
This-
Valas.
25 will work. The spell save DC is 16, so it is not insurmountable.
Okay.
if you're in 30 feet, you got advantage on saving throws.
Everybody in there has advantage.
That'll be fine. That's an 18.
18 will succeed.
You can roll again just in case you get the 20 to
Always.
take no damage.
Kiki doesn't have to worry. She has evasion, so half is 0 for her.
Fucking ridiculous.
Okay, then. All right.
I don't need
All I
it.
had to make the save and 0 damage.
Nat 20 for Loki.
Let's go.
See? I would have stolen that from Loki. You would have made me kill Loki. That's what happens when you're greedy.
Well, I rolled a 2, and then
Are you a halfling?
I failed. 14. Cool.
No,
Chop
you
off
do.
your legs, then you'll be a halfling.
Yes, 14. God, you still. Oh my God.
I suck. I know.
Shit. Holy shit, man. Yeah, Dominus coming in. This is a +9. Yeah, Dominus will succeed. Going for that 20. Not going to be able to find it. 5d8 coming in. Could have been worse. 25. So everybody who succeeds is going to take 13 points.
I'm assuming that 20 will go for 0 for Loki.
Yes, that is a 0.
Okay. Dope.
The 2 familiars surviving strong.
They're better than me.
So much for all the healing I did on my way out.
You're just a bigger target.
No, that
It
was
makes
that was
sense.
very helpful. Listen, I'm not picky, all healing towards me is great. I'm thankful for everything.
Just double checking. Isn't anything Dominus it looks like he can do for you? It is so ridiculous scrolling through your features and traits now. It's literally reading the whole handbook. Gail, how you looking? You pretty bloody.
I'm half the man I used to be.
I love it. Well done. Well done. All right, that bad boy is up there. Anybody who is within the 5 feet of it will also end up taking damage from that wall of flame. So if you encounter it, you guys will be you do have a chance to walk out of it your next turn.
Is this like fire or is this magical fire?
I mean, it's a spell, so it's magical.
Okay. Just wondering.
Creature takes the same damage when you enter the wall for the first time or your turn ends there. All right. This Ifrit over here gonna begin casting a spell, going to do the same thing, dropping that wall of flame on Histor and Tormund. Dexterity saving throws from you guys.
Good times. All right, Histor Dex. $19.
Oh God, that 20 roll. It was super delayed over here for me. 19 will succeed.
Let's go over to Tormund. Dex advantage. Nothing else. Yes. Thank you. He's within that. 18.
18, you'll both succeed. $28 points halved, so that'll be 14 points of fire damage to each of you.
Just a quick question. Cheekios just went, right? Or is he not gone yet?
No, it is it is technically Cheekios' turn.
Okay, because you asked me about healing and then I never got healed, and so I was really confused for a second.
Why do you keep skipping me? Why do you keep skipping me?
I was just, hey, I was just, yeah.
All right, Faust boy's taking a beating.
God, I'm gonna have to. I cast heal everyone at the 9th level.
Okay, well, you're the DM, so you can make that up if you want.
Mass.
It's your fucking world.
Mass heal, 70 points to everybody. Good God. Yeah, this Ifrit's gonna come up and yeah, it's gonna take this Garistro on.
Oh, God bless.
All right, it's gonna take 3 scimitar strikes. These are plus 10 to hit. Oh, nat 20.
Son of a bitch.
Cool.
Ugh. Better the Garistro than one of us.
Yeah,
He's rolling hot.
All 3 of those will hit. This is gonna be big. All right, so 18 right off the bat, plus another 12. So it's gonna do 30 points. So 6d6 plus 30.
Yee.
Good luck, buddy.
Ooh, it's gonna take 53 points of damage. Garistro's not even bloodied yet.
Glad that wasn't me.
Dude, 100%.
He is going to carve away. It does appear with their scimitars, though, that they do a maximum, or not maximum, that they do proficient damage. Cheekios' turn. Light this a peach. I think I used every charge that I had. Oh my God, I forgot. I haven't been, I have immunity to fire damage. I get to add that shit all back on.
Oh yeah, the free armor.
Hells yes. Oh, good shit. Yeah, and at the same time, I don't have advantage on dexterity. I'm flat because of that Ifrit armor. Good to know. Good to know. So I will take that bludgeoning part of it. Will go down. Okay. But I'm not as far down as I thought I was. Good deal. Oh, I got mass cure. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Burn every freaking charge.
Oh.
On the staff of healing. I've already used my hero point too, haven't I?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I've already used my hero point. That's scary. That's a scary thing. All right, just verifying to see what level that I can cast that at off of the staff. All right, it comes off at a 5. So this is, God, I wish I could freaking bump that thing a little bit. I don't really want to burn these others either at the same time. Well, that's what it's going to be. 4d8 plus. I can do it at the 6th. $48 plus 6. Come on, baby. Roll is coming in. 26 points. Everybody's going to get back.
That's helpful.
Hell yeah.
This will not heal the Garistro.
Actually, I've been doing okay on health.
This include Loki?
Yes, this does include Loki, 100%.
Okay.
We still have much of this fight to go. Stay awake, my friends. How many of these bombs? Oh, I got a lot of bombs too. I'm gonna send 2 of these over. 2 bombs of the Summer Court. I'll do 3. I'm gonna do 3, then I have 11 of them left. Over to Gale. Oh yeah, let's go. Extra 19 points.
Hell yeah.
Oh, no. It's got plus 6 on the end of it. I'm sorry. 13. I was like, damn, how did I do that?
You gotta stop questioning things and just
rolled
letting
one
it
more
happen.
than is you rolled one more than is mathematically possible on 3d6. Math checks out.
Good.
Hells yes. Just in time for the right hand of jizz.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Great.
Doesn't he
that
got
the
like an
dominant
ego to
hand?
stroke or something? I don't
You
know.
don't know which the dominant hand is. You have not performed an insight check on Malthul Jizzaron.
Well, if I
5,
do, it's
10,
gonna find out that he's
15.
what, ambidextrous, so we're screwed either way.
Ambidextrous.
He can actually switch hands and pick up a stroke.
It takes different strokes to hurl a jizz.
Different folks.
Fire.
I'm not gonna add in on this at all.
There hasn't been a Great Balls of Fire joke here yet.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
We had like
There
2
is.
episodes with this and no jokes.
It's because we're all fearing for our life.
Yeah.
In return, I'm meticulously calculating what I'm going to do, and then I change it up at the last minute anyway.
Noted.
Next shirt.
Well, I'm gonna note that you said noted.
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 All right, it's gonna scoop up some magma. It's hurling it directly at you, Tormund and Histor. Dexterity saving throws.
All right, fine. There we go.
You guys got off lucky because I forgot to do the bludgeoning damage last time.
Oh, no.
19 on the first. 12 on the second. 19 for Histor. That's not going to count.
That'll fail.
No, he's just going to fail. Let's figure what that is for 2. That is a 23 for Tormund.
Tormund will succeed.
All right, old man fails. Tormund succeeds. Roll it out.
All right, here's the bludgeoning damage coming in. 16 points of bludgeoning damage, so 8 to Tormund. 16 to Histor.
Jesus.
19 points of fire damage to Histor. 9 points for Tormund.
Dang. You still alive, buddy?
I mean, we're hurt, but I mean, you gotta remember, there's an inherent resistance to fire damage being a Faust. As long as you're not Dominus.
All right, you guys are used to a lot of hot air.
Yeah, 100%. Hot air and hot bullshit.
Garistro is pissed. It's going to take all 3 attacks at that Freedy in front of it. It's going to punch it, hoof kick it, and try to gore it. Plus 13 to hit on all of these. Oh my god. Oh, and it doesn't care. It's totally Three Stooges taking steps back to run back at it. It will take that attack of opportunity because Garistro don't care. Plus 13, 18. 18 just misses. Let's go.
Wow.
It's got a 19. Let's go. It's going to rear back and slam into the side. If it hits, it will do an extra 38 points, I believe.
Jesus.
It'll do an extra, and that's not rolled. So it's going to have to make a strength saving throw too. DC 21. Okay, 7d10 if it hits on this bad boy. Oh, yeah. That's a 30.
Jesus.
We're doing the 7d10 right off the bat. Oh, nice. This guy's had nothing done to him either. So 35 points. Right, and then I'm going to say that it's a running gore with that bad boy. 7d10 plus 7. Another 58 points.
Cool.
Aren't you happy this thing is on your side right now?
Yeah, no joke.
100%.
All right, time for a claw and a hoof. Claw will work. Hoof will hit. Getting it all.
Rectum.
3d10 plus 7.
Bad jokes from days.
Another 22. And then it's 3d8 plus 7. Oh, let's go. Another 22. Strength saving throw from the Ifriti. Oh, let's go. Let's go. It's going to fail.
That's solid.
All right. It's going to fail. So it's going to go 20 feet and then prone. So it's slamming back up against this. Wham. That Garistro is going to... Oh God, it's like up. Yeah, so Garistro's gonna jump. He's gonna get up on that. He's getting up on that ledge. Athletics check from the Garistro. Yeah, with ease. He's not giving up.
Would you say he's going to mount it?
No.
No, he's gonna Rick Astley this thing. Never gonna give you up.
Never gonna set you down.
No. Never gonna run around until I kill you.
Ooh, that Ifrit is very bloodied. He's looking rough.
If it wasn't after that, I don't know. I don't know what would be.
Then the rest of us should just go home.
I mean, that would have killed any of us. Just about.
Jeez.
Gale, top of the round. It is your turn. That means you will be making the intelligence saving throw at the end of your turn.
And the roll for this fire is at the end of our turns, correct?
Yeah.
If we end our turn,
I believe so. Yeah, if you end your turn in it.
Double checking.
I think it's like the first time or then at the end of your turn. So he cast it. So that was, I believe, but.
Yes.
So I don't know if this is going to be effective or not, but Gale's going to try it. Is he kind of like just like doing this right? Yeah, easily. So I'm going to take a step back and just like wiping off like the flames and soot. I don't really like the flame, but tell me, what do you think about the cold? As I slam the staff of the Magi down and I cast Ice Storm on the two Ifrit here.
Let's go. Let's go.
So they both make dexterity saving throws or take 2d8 bludgeoning and 46 cold damage.
On a failed save?
A creature, yeah, or half on a success.
What kind of save
Full
is it?
Save. Dexterity.
All right. First Ifrit coming in. These guys are not dexterous, remember? 16.
Fails.
19.
Just saves.
Oh,
Just saves.
My
DC is 19. All right, so that will be 2d8 and then 46. So that'll be 12 bludgeoning.
I am sorry, they do have advantage because they are flying. I am sorry.
That's fine. Go ahead.
First one still fails. Second one is successful.
Okay.
So same as before.
Okay. So then that is 16 cold damage. So 12 bludgeoning and 16 cold damage to the one that failed. And then half that for the one that succeeded. So 6 bludgeoning and 8 cold. Not as great as I was hoping it would be. And then, I'm just going to take a step. You ruled that we can't, like, willingly move away, right? We just, we don't have to move forward. It's just a reaction.
You have to keep using your reaction to move forward to Malthul. I need full damage.
28 total.
14 for the next guy. Got it.
Yeah.
Is that a cloud that stays?
It is. I don't think it's really gonna matter because they're flying. I forgot that they were flying, so it just turns the area effect it's difficult terrain below them. But oh wait, no, it's the storm's area effect. So I guess it depends on how you rule it. If the storm is still happening for the duration of that turn, then it would be considered difficult terrain. But I don't know if that affects a flying creature. So.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult flying through storms, so I'm gonna say that it does have difficult terrain. Cool. If they use their movement, I'll consume 20 of it just trying to get out of that storm. How big is it?
Cool. It is a 40-foot diameter.
40-foot diameter, so yeah, 20. Yeah, they're trying to get out, so using 20 feet to try to get out on one side. It'll consume 40 of their feet of movement of flying.
Cool. And then I'm gonna go. Man, this is really shitty placement because I'm gonna go 15 right into another fire. I'm gonna go one more, but then there's a Garistro there, but he's kind of chilling right now.
He's up on that platform actually, so he's technically like.
My compulsion is gonna take me there, and I'm hoping that's far enough, but I don't know because I can't go any further out. And then I'll make my
fire. You will take fire damage right there.
Okay, then fuck that. I'm gonna go here and then go 5, 10, 15, because then I'm still within range of dominance to get the bonus on my save. Because I'm gonna take damage anyway. So
oh god, this is awful. I'd be honest, I'm not even that smart to think about these as far as like you have to go through them. Oh,
so I'm literally going to take damage after this regardless because I can't. Like I literally am gonna take damage no matter where I end my turn.
Unless, oh my god, 5d8s.
Because I have to go the most direct route. So yeah. So I'll make the save now. So I have advantage, right?
Mm-hmm. +5.
Okay, so this is +9 with everything. Come on, man. 25! Is that enough? Is that enough? I'll roll again just in case. It's the same thing. It's 25 again.
You take half damage.
No, that was the intelligence saving throw.
Oh, that was intelligent. So he can't move forward anymore. He'll roll damage on his next turn.
Was it the 25 was the intelligence saving to see if I was still compelled to move forward?
So you are uncompelled now. You broke that.
Was it DC 25?
Yeah, I have intellect DC 25.
That is correct. You do save. I'm just at a different part right now. You're solving that, and I'm still working on the wall of flame.
Yeah, I'm still gonna get hit by this damage for sure.
So you have that your next turn, but this turn you don't have to move forward anymore.
Yeah.
All right. You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh fuck! Well, that's
womp womp.
That's where I'm at. I'm not at the end of your turn yet.
Sorry, my bad. Well, because it happens at the end of my turn, so whatever. Anyway, 17. Does that save?
You're just trying to dex save faster.
Yes, it does.
Oh hell yeah! We're doing it, guys. Thanks,
You'll take
Dominus,
half damage. You'll take 11 points of fire damage.
Hell yeah!
You can do it.
All right, and then that'll. Actually, hold on. But I had a. Yeah, I'm gonna burn a second wind card because why not?
It's fair.
So I don't have anything else to burn, so yeah, and then that'll be my turn.
Smoke him if you got him, dude.
Okay. Watching Gale walk into the fire. and taking all this other fire damage. Valas, I'm going to use a hero point, and I'm going to try to cast this spell twice in 2 different places. I'm going to try to use Dispel Magic on these walls of fire. Any spell 3rd level or lower ends.
What level are you casting it at?
I'm using it 3rd, so it'll be a DC. If it's above 3rd, it'll be a check to see if they end or not. I don't know what level they cast it at.
Yes, they are.
They are above 3rd.
In what level did you say you're casting it at?
3rd.
Okay, you're casting it at 3rd. That will give the Efreet a +1. So their spell attack will now be an 8 on this. I'm setting it. 21.
Wait. What?
So Dispel Magic in my game works just the same way as Counterspell does.
Yeah, the DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
No. We do it the same way Counterspell does.
Same way? Okay.
We do it the same way Counterspell does.
All right, what am I rolling then? Just my normal spell attack?
That's your spell attack.
Okay.
And this is for the very first one, right up here.
Top one.
Yep.
19.
Anything that you want to add to that? The marker has been set at 21.
I'll use my inspo on that one. That was not a roll, sorry. That's a 21.
21 tie. That's a roll off. All right. +8 to this roll. Oh, let's go. That's a 14. No!
And I can't use a lucky, so that sucks. Other than that one.
Oh, wait. Kiki, I can. So with the rules that we had set forth with Kiki's is that she could use that nat 1 thing a total of 3 times, and she's only used it once, and it has to be a reaction within 20 feet, and Valas is within the 20 feet.
That's not what we agreed upon. There's no re-rolling of nat 1s.
Then what is her bountiful luck that is specific to nat 1s? There's luck, and then she has the one that's specific to nat 1s.
Yeah, you're able to grant lucky to other people, but they can't use it on 1s. You're able to.
So
you're
we
able
ignore
to,
the whole nat 1 writing in the. Okay, because I had. Okay, because she has luck, which is separate, but then the other one we had played it the first time around.
Yeah, and what I did was I increased the amount of times you were able to give it out to people.
Right, which was 3, and we've used it once.
But we can't re-roll once.
2 more times. But we're just gonna. Okay. All right, let me add that to my notes then, too, that it doesn't apply to nat 1s now.
All right, I'm gonna roll a second one. 28.
28. Boom. That fire will drop.
Okay.
Good deal. That's the important one. Because everybody's walking out of the other one.
I will use my movement to drop back out of the fire. And I'll use my bonus action to use a second wind. Okay. Got it. Full health again. Get rid of that second wind. All right, and then Loki is gonna roll for breath weapon. Nope. And so he will bite attack. He'll go for this Efreet here outside of the fire. Try to bite. $18 to hit.
18 will hit. You need to make a athletics because he's gonna have to jump and bite. DC 14.
Ooh, that's not good. That is this? Yeah, that's not a save, is it? That's only yeah, that's only a 9. It's not gonna hit. I'm not gonna burn anything on that. So
Damn it.
he will go for that bite and miss. That's it.
Malthul's turn. I will let you guys all go refill your beverages.
Oh, I'm afraid of this.
Buckle
Now
your
before we
seatbelts.
die, are you indicating we need something to drink to handle this?
Probably.
Probably.
How
use
kind
another
of you.
beer.
Considering he's got 2 Faust boys in the front,
Yeah.
the Garistro to his left. I mean, what more does he need?
About to end a family lineage right now.
Valas, you already broke your
Sorry, what?
you already broke your bonds. You don't have to move
Yeah, I
forward, do
broke
you?
my bond. I can
Cool.
move wherever I want.
I think we're the last 2 at this point.
Ruby's still bound.
Oh, Ruby's still bound as well?
Yeah, but she's got the E-Freed armor on, so it takes her forever to go anywhere.
Good to know.
She's just slowly moving around. This heavy armor that she's stuck wearing. Turns out it works really well.
For this fight, and then there's
Chunk
another
along.
fight that'll happen where we need you to move all over the place, and you're gonna be like, "Give me 3 rounds, and I'll get there." It's like, "Oh, give me a second."
Just lugging her fat
Oh,
cat ass
God.
around. All right, time for a drink.
Look at that wonderful line that we're all in right there. Isn't that wonderful? Look at that. Oh, I actually drew on the map. Whoops. Let me erase that. Wrong thing. Oh, God. Oh, God. DM, save me from my mistake. I meant to do the ruler. Indomitable. Hey, thanks, guys. You take that.
God, it's nasty.
Oh, man.
God, I need a drink just to take the edge off what's about to go down.
No, be kind. Be kind. Rewind. Remember Blockbuster, okay? Be kind. Rewind. All right. I'm gonna go grab one more beer and top me off, just because
Yeah,
I
you
feel
go-
like I'm gonna need it.
You go grab that thing.
Drawing, please. No.
Oh, it's getting real. It's getting real, guys. Oh. Yeah, this campaign will be done by the end of the year. It's twoo. Do I have advantage? That's the question. Looks like Cheekios still has an advantage left over. Dominus has an advantage left over. God, big swings coming in. It's less than 7 weeks too, because there's a couple of them where we're going to be off with the holidays.
Are you taking
Freaking
Thanksgiving off?
holidays. You know what? Let's just skip Christmas and have all of us get together for Christmas and do D&D.
Oh, we're not going anywhere for Thanksgiving.
I'm just frying turkeys. All right, BRB.
Go get it. Go get it. Yeah, happy birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday from all of us to you. I wish it was our birthday so we could get presents too. What?
Birthdays are weird things to me. They're just weird.
Do you have
It's
like
weird
a
celebration?
super fast microwave at your guys' place? Because I feel like you're like, it's like 3 seconds and you just have a huge bowl of popcorn.
No, I prepared for this.
She made
I
it
popped
earlier.
this.
Oh,
It's a little overcooked,
Wait.
though. It's a little burnt.
it looks a little burnt, but
It's also not very salty.
Can't you guys not
But-
judge
but
my
wouldn't it-
popcorn? It's
I
my
just had some. That's
snack.
why I'm saying it.
but
Like,
wouldn't
I
it be
tasted
cold
some.
now?
It is.
I don't mind it
You like-
though. Oh, action surge! Thank you. I love
The
action
kitchen is
surge.
literally just popcorn. I mean, I love popcorn, guys. So, like, I go to the movies, rest in peace, movie going. But when I went to the movies, large popcorn with butter every time, and I would finish it before the movie starts.
See, that's when you're gonna start going to like an Alamo Draft House, because once you go to one of those, you're just gonna get a full meal every time, and you're gonna be like popcorn. I want a pizza and fries and
Everything
18
else.
beers.
Yeah.
It's like why would I get popcorn?
I'm so full on alcohol.
I can have green chili and a glass of whiskey.
See, the problem though is that if I drink too much, then I have to pee all the time because I have the bladder of like a 2-year-old. So it's like
that does
Hey, I
happen.
resemble that remark.
oh, okay.
The Alamo, the Draft House. I miss the Draft House. I miss it.
It
There's
was
a lot
the
of things
best.
I miss.
Dang, are all
Action
of us
surge.
getting action surges?
Let's go. That's a good
Bring
one.
'em
That's
on.
a good one for this time.
Hell yeah. Boom. It's like 2 spell slings. Oh.
Try and keep it up. You guys probably got alcohol, but I decided I was going to stress eat my way through this battle.
Well, that's one way to go about it.
You know.
I stress eat my way through life, so I figured I would just switch it up for D&D nights.
It's a good call.
Ooh, chocolate sounds good. I would do that.
You can't do the same thing all the time.
I could.
Ooh, speaking of, I want a piece of chocolate.
Dang it, now I want some chocolate. There's a Frosty in the fridge.
That's my Frosty.
I don't know what it is.
I mean, it is.
You mean like those ice cream sandwiches were mine?
Don't you hold that against me. That's not fair. You weren't eating them. They had been in the freezer for like 3 months.
They, I was waiting to eat them. I don't eat them every day. That's the thing.
Yeah, okay. My idea what episode you thought. Yeah, 3 chances to change it. Yeah. I wrote it down wrong. That was on me. You guys know I'm terrible at note taking. From now on, I'm creating characters who have amnesia, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, how'd that work out for Beta?
Right?
Oh no!
That was actually, I still want to know the ending of her story. One day, when she's much older. Are you trying to steal my popcorn?
No, I
There's
don't want
a
popcorn. It's burnt and not salty.
Quit
Or
judging.
buttered. Vanilla ice with Nesquik powder tastes just like a Frosty. No, go take yourself some Halo Top chocolate ice cream with heavy cream in it,
baby.
and that tastes like a Frosty. And it's got almost no carbs in it.
That's true.
All right, stop. Collaborate and listen.
It's so good.
Listen, if you're gonna sing that song, you need to go all out for it.
Or just get a Frosty. Well, if you're trying to low carb diet, you can get a Frosty with low carbs.
True.
Beta will not master pooping. She doesn't poop often enough to master it.
I think she's probably got the hang of it at this point.
What did I walk back into?
Don't worry about it.
The Caustic has popcorn that is well beyond burnt and not salted. So, I mean, that's essentially what you need to
Isn't
get.
that burned?
Good God.
It isn't. It's slightly overcooked, but it's not burnt.
You know it's overcooked, so therefore it is burnt.
There's a difference.
It's not burnt. It's just a little overdone. A little overdone.
Overdone equates burnt. Beyond the prime of where it should be is burnt.
Burnt is black, and it ruins the flavor entirely.
You relax there, Gryffindor. Popcorn doesn't have to be so try hard. All right, action surge for Dominus. Thank you. God, look at him go full send on your fucking surge, popcorn. All right.
It's salt and pepper. Y'all leave me alone.
Whip it. No, he can stay back there. God.
This is the front line. These are the pathetic fools that I've been tasked to stop from crossing. What a waste of my time.
He manifests a massive scythe within his hands. As you can see the infernal markings coming across it. Each bit of the chain that encompasses armor, you can see those infernal runes ticking. Takes a swing with curtain call. This will hit all three of the folks in front of him: Gale, Tormund, and Histor Faust. This is a plus 15 to hit.
I think that'll do it on just about all of us.
29.
Oh, yeah.
All right. 3d10
Barely.
plus 8 slashing damage. Oh, you guys got lucky. Those are low rolls. 18 points on the slashing. 3d8's worth of fire damage.
Oh, fuck. That was
22 points on the fire damage. When you hit by this scythe, it twists your mind. You need to make an intelligence saving throw. Actually, no, this is wisdom. I'm sorry. This is wisdom. This is not intelligence like the other. This is wisdom.
Intelligence is better.
For some of us.
Oh, God.
All right. Intelligence saving throw for Histor. 26 on the first.
26 will succeed.
All right. You reconfigure for Tormund. Go ahead and roll Gale if you're ready.
sure. Wisdom saving throw.
Excuse me. You are in his aura now. You no longer have advantage on your saving throws. It is negated by his aura of dread. So you guys are straight up. I believe it was your first roll that was on the 26. So you were still fine, Histor.
And I'm still within range, so I get the +5, right? Or is that negated also from Dominus?
No, his aura of dread is only negating right now the advantage. You will have half, so you will only have a +3.
And I used a card, so I can't re-roll that. Sick, Adam. Way to go.
What card did you use?
Second wind.
But that was for your turn, not for the save, right?
It's part of the round,
Oh.
right?
It's once per like thing.
Oh, there's one card per round like that.
21 for Tormund.
Tormund will fail. I need a D100 roll from Gale and Tormund.
Is this aura of dread like when you don't put on deodorant and it's just like no one comes near you in a circle? 'Cause I sometimes do that on purpose when I go to Walmart. Don't want anyone close to me.
That's not gonna be good.
Gale, you are currently stunned as the madness racks through your brain. You cannot move. You can speak only falteringly. And creatures automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws. Your attack rolls against you have advantage.
So glad I saved on that intelligence saving throw.
My turn. $40.
You need to re-roll.
Okay. Re-rolling. 77.
This is the most Tormund thing of all time. It's the madness. The madness sets into Tormund. You become incredibly hungry. Your urge to eat something is so strong, you will literally eat the dirt on the ground that is in front of you.
What is the spell that he's casting
You
on
have
us?
you have short-term madness.
Yeah. Yo. I mean, boo, that sucks.
Dirt.
You have to RP. This is like when Sanchez ate the hot dog on the sidelines of the NFL and everybody lost their mind. This is that moment where Tormund, you don't necessarily have to eat dirt because I know Tormund has snacks on him. I don't care if it's battle. You need to RP whatever tots he's pulling out of his figurative pocket because that fucker's always got food on him.
I mean, I have been in jail, but yeah, there is.
Oh my God!
There is some food.
What's the jail? What's the prison meal you have tucked on you?
Tormund reaches up under his. Oh, it's so disgusting. He reaches up under the flap of his barbarian armor, which would be kind of where you'd think his would be, and he pulls out a petrified rat and just starts.
That's worse. She puts the popcorn down.
You can hear the crunch all the way back to Valas as he's biting into this dried fur and sinew and bones and chewing it up as he's just grinding it between his teeth. He's so insatiably hungry that he's used his death snack.
His death snack. God, it got nastier, guys. I feel
That's
like it
worse
was.
than what I was expecting.
Please RP Histor's reaction as he sees this.
He's absolutely disgusted by what his son is doing behind him. Could not be more confounded by what the is going on as he reaches into his crotch and pulls out this dried rat and starts munching on it.
Oh, god damn, that's fucking nasty.
Boy, I mean, what the is going on? Just quit that. That's disgusting.
What the fuck is wrong with you? How long has that thing been marinating in your loins?
This might be the only time you and I agree on anything. That's disgusting.
He's gonna point at all three of you.
You don't deserve to be on this plane, you nasty sons of...
I need Constitution saving throws. Surprisingly, Gale, you can still do that.
Yeah, all right. And it's pretty good for me. I say that before I roll, of course.
You got this, buddy.
Yeah. With the 3 still from Dominus? The half?
Yep, still got the 3.
25.
25, you succeed, dude.
Nice.
Let's go, dude.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Let's start with the rat eater then. 11 for Mr. Crunchy Crunch.
Please stop describing that texture.
Amazing.
What was this again? Constitution?
Constitution.
Got it. This is 12 for Histor. Man, you Faust family curse.
Oh.
Live together, die together.
Good news. You can no longer concentrate on spells for the next minute, or any effect that requires concentration for that matter.
No spells for either of them. That's good news for one of them.
He's going to swing his scythe around for a second time.
The deck.
This has advantage against Gale.
That'll hit.
15, so yeah, 31. All right. 3d10 plus 8. It's going to do 28 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
Oh, and it does the flame damage too.
14 points of fire damage.
Ooh, Faust boys are not looking good up front right now.
Is it because of the radiate?
No, I'm not. I'm not talking about just Torment. I'm talking about the both of them.
You'll never make it alive across this bridge. You really think that you could escape a plane of fire? Look at what's before you. It doesn't matter what war is being waged up in the sky. We will kill every single one of them. We will grind your bones in victory.
Malthul will stay locked into his spot with you guys up front. Dominus is gonna come running. Dominus is gonna make all 3 attacks. He's gonna go Great Weapon Master on everyone that he can. He will use every single one of his smites that he can. What do I have left? He's going to use 2 blinding smites at the 3rd level. if he hits. So those are 3d8 plus his own home cooking with Divine Smite. All right, so he can do 5d8 if he hits. Come on, baby.
Hit that nat 20.
Close.
Close enough.
Oh,
Maybe.
damn it. All right. My glaives are 14, so they're 9, so that's a 16. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Burn it.
Let's go! Let's go! First one will hit.
Nice.
First will hit.
Burn.
Told you it's gonna get it done. Got faith in my boys.
All right, +9 on this second. Let's go! Let's go! That is a 23. That will hit. He's going to use that blunt end on his good old bonus action here. That will also hit.
We need everything.
All right, so for those first 2 attacks. $2d10 plus 36.
Jesus.
$46 points of damage. Now we do 5d8s on the radiant. $46 plus 21. All right, Dominus's back end of that polearm. This is a plus 11 to hit. 1d4 plus 5. It will not hit. All right. It's for my family. I'm gonna burn the action surge. I'm going in. Yes! That will hit with a 21. The second will not hit with a 16. All right, so I'm gonna burn my last 3rd level. So these are all blinding, by the way. So he's gonna have to make 3 Constitution saving throws. DC is a 19. All right. So 1d10 plus 18 on this first. Damn. 21. And we're doing 5d8s. Plus 22. So we got to 110 on the surge. Constitution saving throws coming in. These are plus 13. 19 is the DC. Oh, let's go! Let's go!
Oh my god.
Oh.
I'm just waiting for the never mind.
Yeah, he's gonna burn his infernal blessing.
Mother.
Yep.
100% on that. 100% on that.
Roll a 1.
Yeah, there was a 1 in there.
Will succeed on the first attempt.
Oh.
9. Oh, did ya? Oh, did ya? What's that number? I just lost it in my head. Plus 13. Damn it. Will succeed. Last piece. Yes! Let's go! Holy shit.
Very nice.
He has to make the Constitution saving throw at the end of his turn. As Dominus pole vaults up, dragoon style, taking his glaive, swinging up across his eyes as it scars across, cutting through with that radiant damage. He is blind for 2 turns. Actually, I'm sorry. He's blind indefinitely until he saves. He cannot break it next turn because of that 1.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Let's go, blinding smites. Torment.
Swing better.
Luckily, your madness does not affect you. You just stop what you're doing with that rat in your mouth and keep going. You'll roll at the end of your turn.
Your family's here with you! As he charges forward, headlong into the fray, Stormbringer in his hand. He's gonna eat with the rest of the family, and he's gonna Stormbringer with 2 hands. Great weapon master attack.
Anything you got running in the background, man? You want to check? We're starting to lose you.
No, I see one thing I can exit out of. There we go. That should help. Zoom, I tell you.
Oh,
I love the front line of the entire Faust family just waylaying right now. It's pretty dope.
Please hold your shirt up one more time.
Here you go. Tonight's theme.
They wouldn't have it any other way.
Nice.
If I was going to wear one shirt tonight, this is going to be it. Faust full sin. Stormbringer going in. Here we go.
You have advantage.
Roll. Thank God. Thank God.
Thank God. Yeah, dude.
Ooh, that's 27 on the next hit.
27 hits.
Thank Bahamut. All right. That hit is going to do 27 points of damage. Second swing coming in. It's going to be a 31. Just in case we get a 20. No, we do not. That'll be 24 points. While we're at it, let's just rage attack for one more time.
Oh!
Swinging in with his family.
Everybody who is compelled to go towards Malthul is no longer. He cannot see you.
We're free.
Let's see.
That all drops. Any
There we
fails any ability that requires sight. Let's go.
Very nice.
Dread,
One
the
less-
aura dread is still there. That is the only thing that is up.
21 to swing. 21 to hit on that first one.
21 just hits. That is the AC.
Perfect. All right. Let's do it, baby. Let's go for the third hit. It's going to be 28 points of damage as he comes in with Stormbringer, just absolutely hot as all hell. Yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action for a healing potion.
I got 27 points of damage on the first. The second,
Oh shit, there was 3 strikes in there. I just cleared them all because I thought you got them.
Seeing
Chat, I need you to come up with those other 2 strikes because
21, 20, 31, 27, 16.
those are
the
just
past
hits.
numbers. Oh, those are all just hits.
those are all just hits.
Ah, bummer.
I really wish D&D Beyond had a function that you could go back and look at the list without once you cleared
You
it.
hit what, 3 times out of the 5?
Yeah. No, I hit 3 times out of the 3
chat's
swing.
reviewing the clip. Chat's reviewing the footage.
Perfect. Well,
Freeze.
I'm
We're gonna set it up.
Instant replay,
to review
Shay.
the play.
Flag
Yeah,
on the
chat's-
play.
Chat's in the
24,
booth.
26.
They got
Yep, that seems about right. They were all in the 20s.
that's what messed me up. I was like, oh, it was 20 what in the middle?
After reviewing the play, we can't confirm this guy's
20,
a motherfucking
24,
bitch.
26, 28.
There you go.
Right?
Convenient. Up by 2 each time.
Wow, look at that.
That's D&D Beyond for you.
Wow.
All right.
2d4 plus 2. All right, so I'm going to use the healing potion for my bonus action. There's 1. It's going to be a 2. The second one, 2, 2, and 2. That'll be 6 points of healing for Mr. Faust the
Which
third.
Mr. Faust?
That's why I clarified. Mr. Faust the third. There goes that potion of healing. It's out. Into my turn. Locked in with my family.
Hell yeah. Ruby, 7 miles away.
Gonna burn a.
I'm sorry. Who hasn't lost any health points yet?
She's got the range with the steel winds, right?
It's just, I just went scrolled up and I saw you like way back there and I'm like, man, I wish Gale was back there.
Hiding at the top of the staircase.
Sorry, Ray.
He's gonna burn one of his legendary resistance to try to break this.
Aw, my turn.
To try to break his blindness.
Aw.
He would have to burn one of his legendary resistance just to get a try this next turn. He would have to burn 2 legendary resistances. He can only burn 1 at a time, so he'll have to wait until after your turn. He still has disadvantage.
Good.
That's the power of that 1.
We're moving up just enough that now we will cast Steel Wind Strike.
Oh my god, Steel Wind Strike
Of
with
course we
advantage. Let's
Of
go.
course.
Let's
Why
go.
wouldn't we? Someone.
Very nice.
Okay. So let's do this. How bad could it be?
This is gonna
You
be
got advantage.
big.
Please kill him.
Okay. First one
Oh,
was with advantage,
advantage,
Mhm.
advantage.
right? So, because I'm assuming a 13 doesn't hit.
20.
24?
24 hits. 21 or
What?
above hits.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, this is gonna be big. It's gonna be
Okay.
big.
One of them is a nat 20.
Third strike, another nat 20.
21.
Always double check. Let's see if we can get more 20s.
27.
3 hits, 1 crit.
Yeah.
4 hits.
And then 23. All right, I'm gonna count that as. Well, wait. Let's see if that last one's
Always
gonna be
roll.
nat 20. Okay. All right. So 4 hits and 1 nat 20. So you will add the additional 20.
You still have one more roll.
Yeah, one of those you didn't roll advantage. You took the advantage as a roll. You still have one more
Okay. There we go.
with advantage.
With advantage. All right. 4 hits, 1 and so 5 total, 1 of them being a crit. So what's your normal roll for Steel Wind?
6d10.
6d10 per hit?
Yeah.
Okay. So one of them's gonna be doubled. So this is like having
Plus 60 on it, right?
5 times 6 plus 6. 36 D10 is what you will roll.
All right, 36 D10.
36 D fucking 10s.
Jesus, dude.
This may take a second to calculate. Yeah, it's like, hold on, we're rolling the dice.
God, you rolled hot too. Even with advantage, you rolled hot.
Feel a lot of high points.
And you guys feel bad about the shit that I do.
Oh, Jesus.
Even
Really,
with 4 ones in there, it's 179 points of force damage.
Good God.
GTD.
We're not that lucky.
That's a mushroom stamped at the forehead.
Seriously, it's like an ogre turned around while he was having sex.
He is looking
Around
rough.
your shoulder.
Coming from the pussy in the back.
Nice.
Unable to defend himself against all of those blades spinning around him.
Didn't see that coming.
Jeez.
Yeah. Yes.
That ability is or whatever. It's
Steel Wind Strike is
oh
ridiculous.
my God.
Hey.
Whatever I play next campaign, I want that.
I've seen it. I've seen it miss 4 out of 5 just as many times.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fails.
But just the damage potential of it is insane. It's ridiculous.
It is the ultimate risk reward.
Needed that.
So risk reward. Can I spend my action surge and go for this again?
And that's what Action Surge does.
So I know, I'm just making sure it was kind of a bit of an epic move, so I didn't want to overdo a situation.
He will counterspell.
Okay.
The only way I'm letting him counterspell is he's counterspelling anything that's coming at him, whether it would be a physical attack or not,
Okay.
because he's trying to protect himself.
Fair. Let me bring up her details.
This will be at the 8th level.
Wow. Damn.
Well, I don't have many low level slots left anyway.
What is your Steel Wind Strike?
It will be at the 7th level.
7th level, so he's going to get 2 points above.
Yeah. My spell attack is +9.
Does he roll against each strike or just the whole thing?
It's just the spell.
The casting
spell.
of summoning the spell. Yeah.
Yep. All right. This is a 17 plus 17 for them.
This is 17. I have a 9. Okay.
27. So you are 18 or above.
Got a lucky card. Oh, yeah, that was action surge.
I do have lucky as part of my trait.
Okay. Let's see how it folds. Let's go.
Okay, we're gonna spin that. Let me go to my card and take that.
Spending the lucky, going all in. I like this.
Come on, lucky. Let's go.
Oh God.
18.
I got real arrogant.
Oh, dude, you went for the jugular.
We had to.
You
he was
had to.
vulnerable, and we had the advantage.
And to be honest, you pulled out an 8th level spell that he could have used. So that's that's a win.
Out of there.
Take it. Okay. We're not finished yet. But she is finished. That is her turn. But that one just swinging its ugly head at the end.
So many. So heartbreaking.
Shut down.
Good play. He's going to use his hero point to begin casting a spell.
Since I am unafraid, or whatever the thingy was, I'm gonna do counter spell, but it will be at a lower level.
He begins casting silence that will envelop the entire other side of the board. This will be coming in at the 7th level. What level you're countering at?
It will be my 6th. That's the highest I
6th.
have.
All right. So he's going to get a plus 16. Oh,
How about that one?
That's impossible to beat.
gotta get a 20.
Darkness, my own.
Just roll it. It's easy. Mudcat knows. Just roll
Yeah,
a 20.
Just roll a 20. It's fine.
Tell.
Oh, so close. So close.
17 away. You're so close.
You let me down. I will be writing a formal reprimand.
Well, balls.
As this sphere of silence envelops the entire other side of the battlefield. You are immune to thunder damage. All of you are deafened inside of it. All spells that use vocal components are impossible here.
Oh shit. That's a big blow.
That, using his reaction, will use his second legendary resistance to re-roll to knock this blindness.
Blinded permanently now. You are done. Forever blinded.
Please tell me he gouges his own eyes out trying to rebel.
Just digging.
No, they can't use the sword for me. No. No, we fought too hard to get here. We can't go further back down. We can't go back. No.
Holy shit.
The dice gods have spoken.
Now let's see if the old right-handed jizz can make it.
Left
hand.
Left hand of his left hand is going to come up and grapple him and start pulling him away.
What?
Giving me a little reach around, huh?
No, this can't be. This can't be.
That's,
oh my God.
That's real good.
Take my strong hand.
That's real good. That's real good. He can't carry him all the way. That magic is trying to preserve him to get him out of here.
With him trying to move away, does he get far enough that we get an attack of opportunity?
You're not there at that point yet. What's odd about this all is he has perfectly capable wings himself.
Oh, shit.
No, get off of me. No, you're wasting your time. Get off of me.
He is going to fly up into the air. Attacks of opportunity for all three of the Fausts.
All right, let's send it with old Histor first. Let the old man go swinging. $32.
Still blinded. Advantage.
Let's go for that 20. Come on. No. 25.
He will hit. Roll for Tormund.
Let me calculate damage on this side first. I'll just give it to you all in one lump sum since I can't divine smite. All right, Tormund, what have you got? You got Stormbringer. What's your plus on that? Same. 28. Let's go for the 20.
Oh,
no, it was a tease. All right, we'll swing that.
Hold up. He can't fucking go. He can't go. He cannot leave.
Really?
Dominus has him stuck there.
Stunner.
Sentinel.
Nice.
Oh no, Dominus has to hit him and then he cannot leave. Dominus has to hit him first and he cannot leave. I will not be rolling Great Weapon Master. I'm just going to hit.
That's funny because, I mean, with my Sentinel, when you hit a creature with an opportunity to attack, creatures becomes 0 for the rest of their turn. So if I just hit him.
Okay, you have Sentinel as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, he's already dropped to 0 then. He cannot leave.
hell yeah.
So that was going to be for those 2 opportunity attacks on the Faust boys. 1 and 3. He's going to get 63 points of damage.
63 points of damage. Let's fucking go. Let's go. All right, Dominus he's doing the same. He's going to dump a smite. He's going to do Great Weapon Master as well. I'm burning. God, it's getting low. I'm going to do Arcane Recovery. Actually, I can't do that because this is just my reaction. So I have to use a second level. Branding smite. So he just shines light. Nothing crazy. So I get an extra 2d6 on it. Come on, baby. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! All right.
Hell yeah.
Here comes the heater.
That will hit. That's going to be a plus 18 points of damage. 1d10.
I mean, you could always roll again if you want to see if you hit that 20, but you know.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Does he crit on 19 too?
I was just about to ask.
No,
I do not,
brother.
I'm all paladin. All right. Okay. $24, $27. He's going to do an additional 30 points of damage. Oh. He is looking rough.
Nu Nocton. Aber das jetzt. Woros Gate. A new figure.
He begins praying as it is your turn, Histor.
Oh, when you don't have counterspell and you're a Faust, what do you do?
Full send.
With the wings in the air to match his height in the air.
He's not. He's there. He's on the ground. He can't move.
Oh, that's right. He's trying. So
He's
we're still
trying.
on the ground.
Still
Yes!
on the ground, dude. Still
thought he
on the
was-
fucking ground.
I thought he was going up. Can't spell. Got hit. Spell after this turn. All right, fine. Holy Avenger. Great Webmaster. Can't move Hunter's Mark. It's a spell. 29 to hit. First one.
Will hit.
Second one. It's cocked between 7 and a 1. 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
2 hits. You got Histor Faust. Screw it. Throw action surge on top of that.
Yeah.
We're going to swing at him 2 more times. We got 2 hits. 2 more coming in. Same rolls. 23.
23 hits.
3 hits. Last roll. 19.
19 does not hit.
3 out of the 4. We'll take it. Here it comes. Come on, Histor. Fucking do something. 21. Ready? 91 points damage on those 3 hits with Holy Avenger. Radiant. Those 91. We get rid of this. Action surge is out. Card action. Can't do that because it's a spell. Great Webmaster attack done. That's it.
Are all your spells vocalized?
All my spells are vocalized.
Okay.
Concentration, command, cure wounds. Cure wounds is touch. But I would have to burn an action to do that. Spells is a bonus action. Under smite. Nope. Yeah, all these are vocal components. Ooh. Okay, there's it for that post-it.
91 points of damage. As you continually strike him, you can see the runes on his chest, and those chains envelop larger, opening up those swaths of scars across him. Before you know it, you can feel those same cuts coming across your own body. On each piece, you need to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 25, or you will take all 91 points of damage yourself. You have a +3 with Dominus being next to you.
Just making sure I got all my stuff added up, that's all. Straight roll. Can't burn another card. What's the save? What was the save?
25.
25.
I don't even have enough inspiration to get there.
What's your health at right now?
Not good. .com, .org, .net. Is each one of these slashes comes down on him as I swing with Holy Avenger, I start to feel something pull at my soul. Inherently knowing I pull you to hell with me, that will be justice enough for my sons leaving this hell. That's the pound of flesh I need to pay. Valhalla will judge. So be it. As he swings his third time connecting each one, doing equal parts damage to Histor. That last swing, dropping him to his knees, unconscious, next to both his sons.
All right. As Histor drops down, you see that magma-like hand reach down and pick up his body. Picking up Histor's unconscious body, pulling it towards his. You see those chains around Malthul bind his body up. As he's held in an upside down cross position across Mathul's chest.
Try to swing at me again. Just try.
Still blinded. Histor, you are incapable of making death saving throws. They are automatic fails as you are bound in Mathul's chains. Physical attacks will hit Mr. Faust.
How does that work when I'm already dead?
If they hit him with physical attacks, they will take your death saving throws from you.
So since my turn, I already lose one, right?
Does
No.
physical also mean spell attacks?
There's always gray area. I'm not going to say everything. You should always be resourceful. But you guys are currently on the silence line. He's essentially taken you hostage. 9 Hells style.
So it's not possible to like navigate behind him and attack. Just no physical attacks whatsoever.
It will be, you can certainly try all sorts of things. They will be very difficult. Demon Kiki, it is your turn.
She only has physical attacks.
This is literally the take the hostage and walk backwards out of the bank move.
Right.
But
This complicates things. Can I inquire as to how hard it is to not hit Histor?
It's gonna be very difficult.
Okay. Cool. All right. Okay, well. Let's go ahead and at least move closer, right? That seems like. This is hard because I want to attack it, and that would be her instinct.
Go with her instinct.
I mean, yeah, like, what
She-
does everyone know?
She doesn't know what it does. She just knows that Histor's strapped to his chest.
All right, we're gonna. All right,
Do it.
we're gonna do it. We're gonna just take it one attack at a time, and we'll see where the first one
All right.
takes us. I'm so scared. Radio, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Hey, do what Kiki would do.
All right, her rock buddy is in trouble. She's going to try to attack. Just in case, I'm going to use my inspo. Fuck. Well, that puts me at a 23.
23 hits.
Who?
Histor Faust.
Okay.
Kiki, as you strike, those chains shifting his body in your direction. One death saving throw against you, Histor.
And he can see me?
No, these are the chains. It has nothing to do with him.
So the chains move on their own.
Yes.
Can I, in an effort, can Kiki grab on to his leg and try to crawl up to get to the chain and put her hands like just to hold on to the chain?
You can try to grapple the chain.
Yes.
Athletics DC 25.
Okay. She is proficient with it. That'll be a dirty 20. Yeah.
You touch these chains. You can see those infernal runes light up. It does 5 points of fire damage. Does not hit Histor Faust, just where you've grabbed on.
Okay. That will technically take up her action, right? So that will have to be her turn. Yeah, that's all she can do.
Magmus, one's going to fire on the left-hand side, is going to fire at you, Gale. 19.
Hits.
$25.
Damage?
No, the 25 is on the second hit.
Oh. Also hits.
Ugh. 8d8. 39 points of fire damage.
Unconscious. Question. I am currently incapacitated and stunned. If I use a strength before death, that doesn't really, because I'm still stunned, right? I can't.
How does strength before death read?
It just gives you, if you are reduced to 0 hit points, you can take an immediate action to do something.
If you burn it, you'll need to make a save for the card to apply.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right. So, this is his magic. You're currently stunned.
Okay.
This is that This is that madness. So this is a DC 25 wisdom save.
Fuck.
You
That
have
was Constitution. Okay.
plus
Well,
3.
This, y'all. I need a nat 20 to.
Hold on.
make this.
Was it Constitution? I'm sorry. Was it Constitution? That
No, it was wisdom for the madness.
hold on. But your condition. I'm sorry. Your condition to break.
It's whatever the spell. I don't know. It's whatever the spell is.
Give me 1 second to look at that madness.
I've got a D6 inspo from the community that I can throw on top of whatever.
Yeah, it's the 25 on wisdom.
Okay. All right. So I will roll and just hope I get a nat 20, I guess. No. Fail. Burned. Unconscious.
Shit.
As you drop to the ground, 2 pieces of the chain go flying out and grab your body. Tormund. Oh, we've already used our reactions. Oh no.
Yeah.
We've already burned him, so the chains get him.
Wait, no, I'm not close enough. No. For Kiki.
Now Gale bound as well to his body. Magma here on the other side is going to fire at Kiki. It's the only thing it's got a pathway to. It's underneath that arm.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that'll hit.
Jesus.
Both will hit. Yikes, that's 12d8.
What was the second one?
Second one is 21.
21 doesn't hit.
I forgot Kiki things.
I'm a beast. A wild animal.
And that 20 is gonna hurt though.
Yeah, that nat 20 will hurt.
A lot.
But she hasn't taken any damage yet, so. I mean, the temporary hits have gone down, but this
Okay.
is gonna suck.
So 4d8 plus 32.
Yeah.
51 points of fire damage.
All right. She's at 110. Sorry, I didn't mean to make that sound rude. Just indicating don't waste any health spells on her.
I remember when I was there too, with 2 characters.
I'm sorry.
Now I'm strapped to one like a human meat shield.
That's not how I meant it.
Hey, Caustic, you're number 1.
That's not what I meant. She's been in the back the entire time.
Maybe she should have been in the front.
Well, the Faust boys had it for a while.
So we thought. The Faust boys are getting their ass kicked by a
Hey,
shit.
we all know Gale don't ever go towards the fray, but this was involuntary, so.
You're like a magnet in that case.
And then I got stunned, so I couldn't turn, and that was like, I messaged radio like an hour ago, and it's like, I'm gonna die. Like, I've got no HP, I'm dead.
Start taking bets on these things.
In typical fashion, I did give you the Faust full send pep talk.
You did. Survive.
Survive!
I tried.
All right. It comes down to who has more beers, us or the DM.
I just cracked some of Indiana Brewing Company's finest, Indiana City Brewing Company, little sour diesel.
Oh, there you go.
From my old bartender. Thank you. You're a
Guys,
saint.
The whiskey library is running low, so I don't know how far we can take this.
We got about 30 more minutes before Mud is just done.
I mean, no, I got a few bottles, but I don't know.
God, dude.
Oh my god, dude! I fucked up.
What'd you fuck up on?
I have a card that would have been way better. That I was like pouring through because I looked like 5 times and I missed it every time.
Is it strength before death?
No, that's what I tried to use. Relentless. I have 1 relentless card.
Mm-hmm.
It is Cheekios' turn. I can't cast any spells because I'm silenced. I'm in this silenced area. Fucking shit.
And if he wants to run towards the party, he might make it out of the silenced area, but into the fire. I don't know if that's much better. God.
I have to worry about keeping concentration for my conjured woodland beings. You guys are locked up behind infernal chains on it. I have to assume that I'm just not going to be able to reach you. Cheekios is going to run forward into his space. What have you done to my friends? You will pay for this, blind man. I'm going to hold my action that if something changes in this situation to where those chains are not there, I'm using Mass Cure Wounds. No matter what. Shit, there's nobody after my turn. So I guess it's before.
This is so hard when you can't have verbal components to your spells.
Well, he could now.
Oh, yeah.
Silence only affects the area.
Which area is it?
It's the back half.
You have to you have to literally get right next to him. It's it's the front line from him, so you got to get right.
Okay, gotcha.
You have to get right on him.
Gonna have to dash and burn that point of exhaustion if you want to get up there, Valas.
We're just lucky he can't see. That's the only reason we're not getting fucked up. Everything runs through his sight. There's only the one bad aura. Everything else happens through his eyeballs. That's what I'm gonna do. That's all I can do. There's no sense, like Cheekios can see that there's infernal chains around him. All right, Afridi. That storm ends around them, so no longer impeded. They are both moving on Ruby Shore.
Okay.
6 attacks incoming to Ruby Shore. After the steel wind strikes, they identify you as the boss.
Okay.
These are plus 10 each.
Okay.
Those are D10s. That's not gonna work.
I was like, what do I do with that? That one hits.
20, 25, 1 nat 20, 22, 23, 22.
Cool.
Do they all hit?
Yeah, all of them will hit.
Oh. Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll do the slashing damage first. We're going to do the 5. So this is going to be 10d6 plus 30.
Coming right back at me, huh? Take what you give out.
Hold on, that. Does that involve? Does that have the? Yes.
Okay. 63 then?
I'm rechecking my math here. It's 6 attacks. So it would be 12d6. So I still got to roll 2.
Mm-hmm.
It was 30.
So 63, right. Whatever, plus whatever the 2 D6s are.
All right. So then it is an additional 12 from those 2 dice that are the auto crit. So it's that number plus 2d6. Okay, so 12.
Yeah.
Okay, so 63
plus 7.
Okay, so 72 points. Now we do the fire damage.
She has the.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You have the Ifrit Nar. Awesome.
So you said 72 damage?
72 points. No, I'm sorry. It's 82. It's 82 points of damage.
Okay.
Jesus.
All right.
It's not looking great. I just shot you a quick message, by the way, RoBear. Just a quick one.
That hurt a lot. Ruby's still standing, though. It's going to take a lot more than that to kill me.
We'll see about that.
You should take a look at your boss. He's not looking so good. You cut off the head. Your 2 little pinky toes will be next.
We are 50,000 strong. You really think that you can leave?
Obviously, the answer was yes.
No one escapes. No one leaves the Sultana's grasp. And no one ever makes her late.
Oh, we'll see.
As he pulls his blade up, I'm assuming you were looking rough.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I look pretty awful.
Yes.
Ruby's a big talker. She doesn't look good, though.
Yo, but the wolf's looking great.
The wolf is fantastic. However, at this point, can I counter strike?
You may certainly do so.
I would love to try to counter strike. It has been a long time since Ruby had to do a melee attack.
Which one?
Just see if there's any potatoes in his pockets.
Which is there any that one of them has taken some damage? I can't remember which one.
This one's bloodied.
Okay, we'll start with the bloodied one. Start as if I'm gonna continue. Let's see what we can do. All right, with our attack, we get 2 attacks per our action. So let's make our attack. All right, this is +9.
Ruby talks a lot of shit.
Of course.
You got 84 other VODs to just compile that.
What was gonna happen? I die, at least have some cool words at the end. Oh.
I always like your, I don't think this is gonna work, is a lot like a dog that either wants to go outside or get up on your lap.
This is my thinking sound.
Those gears come to a grind. What's your number?
That will be a 13 on that first one.
13 fails.
I figured. That will be a 22.
Counter strike. I believe you only get one chance at that.
Okay, I didn't know because I have 2 attacks per action.
Yeah, it's just a swipe back.
I was gonna try anyway.
Unfortunately, it is burned.
All right, fair enough. Fuck.
End of your turn. Right hand of Malthul Jizran. Now assisted. Thank God.
Okay, good.
Good. They're going to begin pulling them away. Kiki, do you take an attack of opportunity?
Yes. No, wait, no. Can I?
No, actually, the first answer is the most correct answer. That is a yes. She
I've
takes an
already
attack of
taken
opportunity.
one of your death saving throws. You only have 2
hey.
left.
Don't metagame. What would Kiki do if he runs away?
I want to try to grapple at the chains again. I'm trying to have a death grip on those
Your
things.
reaction is a strike.
Can I just like go for his toe, like the clearly furthest thing from it? Like I'm just gonna stub his pinky toe.
Go for it.
Bite it.
Go for it. That's what Kiki would think. So do it.
I'm gonna try to bite his toe.
Here comes the nat 20. Watch it.
I don't want this to take your health.
I mean, we're
Mr.
15 away, but we're
Faust,
close.
2 death saving throws.
Wait,
Gale,
can I use my luck on that?
1 death saving throw. Yes.
Okay.
Oh god, he moved us both. No!
Right.
I'm pretty sure.
Looking good, y'all. Looking good, good.
Okay.
All you gotta do is roll 20. It's pretty easy. If Valas was here, he would have done it. Just kidding. Mortified.
All right. Then let's roll that. Let's try this one more time. All right, the redo.
Here's the luck roll coming in.
Come on.
27.
Oh, is it high enough?
2
Is it
death
20?
saving throws. Histor Faust.
27 doesn't let me get his pinky toe.
Wait, 2 more death saving throws? Because I've already
No.
got 2 minus.
You have 2. Gale
Yes,
has
I have
1.
Yeah. I
It
bet
does
was
not
close, though.
appear to be your high number. It appears to be a number on the actual D20 itself. It is a 19 to hit the chain. You can only hit with a 19 or 20.
Okay. Sorry, fellas.
It's all good. Doing what your character would do.
Oh God, we need this Garistro. Kind of have cannon fodder, but we can't talk this out. We're all silenced. It's gonna go ham on that Efreet in front of it. I will not need to roll for that. It will kill with 2 shots. DTD.
It is closer
To the Efreet. God, it's a fucking toss up what it's gonna want to do. Somebody call out odds or evens which way he's gonna fucking go.
Evens.
I'm with Ruby. Evens. And we're rolling a D6. Let's go. Evens.
Evens,
I'm
he
with
goes
Mud.
back to the Efreet. Odds, he's moving towards Malthul.
He's moving towards Malthul.
Oh, I'll take it.
No, we don't control him.
That's not good because he's just gonna hit him.
Oh,
It's no bueno.
Yeah.
It's no bueno.
Well, it was good rolling with you for 84 episodes.
Well, he already used his turn, luckily.
He
God.
uses his legendary action to go.
So
Screw you, Histor. I'm gonna kill this thing.
don't joke about that. You just made me look to see if it did have a legendary action or
Of
not.
course it
Oh.
Of course you did. Because you're a
Would have
good
something
wait,
left.
because you're a good DM and you know what your characters have and you know what they would do.
Oh God.
Trust
Gale,
me, this hurts no one more than myself.
you fail that death
Failed.
saving throw. Valas. It is your turn. It is Loki's turn. Then it is Malthul's.
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength.
Yes, you're gonna invoke the nat 20 again.
Damn it, dude. I don't. All of my spells are fucking verbal, dude.
But you can move up. You can get there.
Yeah, I can move up. It's gonna take me burning a point of exhaustion to get out of the verbal range. So
And an attack of opportunity, but fuck it,
and an
man.
attack of opportunity. I know.
One
So
more
we're
step
doing
further up. You got to be right where Cheekios is at.
Okay, well that's fine.
All right.
I'm burning the whatever the dash or whatever it is to get there,
Okay. Attack of opportunity coming in.
or I'm taking the point of exhaustion to go the extra
Oh,
distance.
let's go. Let's go. That will not hit your, what's yours?
Slipping under his legs, sliding. Slide underneath his legs.
What's your
why
deal
is it
again?
so wet underneath his legs?
What's my what deal?
Okay.
12.
Yeah. It's
Like
12. So it
AC?
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, my
Okay.
AC is 18.
Yeah.
So sliding under his legs, I'm sprinting up here, taking a point of exhaustion to go the extra distance. Where is that at? I will. God, this is probably the worst idea on the fucking planet.
You've had those before. You've pulled yourself out of them. If there's any time,
Having a half-ass understanding that Valas has of what's going on here.
If there's
See,
something you want to check with me,
before you do it,
but hey, you
Do
can.
I understand what's going on with these chains? As like using my arcana or like my knowledge of magic. Can I understand what is happening with these chains? That these chains need to be.
Roll an Arcana check.
Okay. 22.
You have a good idea that they are preventing certain abilities from reaching your friends. You have seen melee attacks hurt your friends. You have seen the chains move them over the course of its body to protect itself. You've seen them reach out and actively pull up other dead bodies to stack up on top of itself.
Okay, I know what I'm gonna do.
Can you
As I run up,
dead?
I am pulling out my Lunith, my rapier, my sword. I feel like I'm gonna get fucked here. I'm pulling out the sword and I'm taking that thing out and I'm flipping it over in my hand and expending all the charges in all my spell slots, using it to cast the empowered magic missile, targeting the chain.
Oh. Wow.
With all my spell slots, with all the charges in the Illumina, targeting the chain, trying to just yeet my sword into that chain. Magic missile.
You've learned a lot from me over the years, Valas, haven't you?
Full send.
Okay. Here's the press.
This is my bet on magic missile not missing.
I cast magic missile.
Here's the precedent that we have laid down. It is spell attack versus spell attack. Precedent laid down with how we have been ruling shield with magic missile and how it can still hit.
Mm-hmm.
So you were casting this at what level?
It's part of my Lunith.
It's part of
item,
your Lunith blade.
So it's an empowered.
All right.
It's an empowered magic missile.
So this is straight up. This is my D20 plus 15 versus your D20 plus what?
My spell attack is a plus 12.
Plus 12.
Somebody give the man an inspiration right now. I don't care what you got. Someone help him.
He will use his last legendary resistance
No!
to re-roll.
May you be cursed.
Let's go! Roll damage!
That is 44d4 plus 44. Just so you guys know.
God.
Valas does it again!
He is a god.
151 points of damage.
Is
That is all my spell slots. That's all the Illumith charges.
If this goes backwards, you take 141 points of damage. You die, and you are pulled together. It breaks the chains. RP breaking them at the same time, triggering Cheekios' spell.
As Valas, he literally just pulls out that sword, throws it up in the air, grabs it with the, in the reverse grip, and he just doesn't say anything, just launches it, and it hits just the chain an inch from Histor's face. Just chucks that thing as the chain's coming over his shoulder, just right into the chain. That's it. As this thing the chain just like with light just shatters.
As those chains bust,
Fuck me.
triggering that mass cure wounds. We'll roll that healing here in just a second.
What was the HP on the chains, by the way?
Not telling you.
Scary.com.
Not telling you.
.net.
It's just hard to hit.
One.
It was just 12.
One damage.
Probably.
Just one.
Yeah.
I overdid it by 150.
No.
Yeah.
You overdid it by 26.
That's
Okay, all right.
That's not so bad.
I'll take that.
overkill is a good thing.
Your ears ringing. Gale. Histor. Waking up bound upside down on this beast. I need athletics checks from both of you as you guys begin pulling up your waist.
Why is it gotta be athletics?
I'll tell you what, just relax. I'll go first. It's a 26.
All right, let me see. Athletics. Yeah, that's a +0.
Because that high roll.
I'm a fucking bastard.
That's impressive.
Oh.
You're struggling to get yourself up. Histor looking that you're bound next to him. You stick out a hand, pulling him up as well. Roll with advantage.
Come on. You're fucking me.
Gil begins to fall back down. You see his leg pulling that chain, Histor. When you do, you see it's pulling up into a knot as he's dropping to the ground. You grab on the other side, and you and Gale go flying towards the ground. As you cinch that infernal chain up around his throat. As he drops to the ground, Gale, you're picking yourself up on the other side of the chain. DTD. Describe his demise as you choke him out with his own infernal chain.
What?
Histor pulling on it.
Torment said you got some shit. If you learn anything, you better do it now so we can kill this son of a bitch.
Yeah, I got something. As I grab my staff and then I swirl it, and then and you just basically see the chain shift as I cast telekinesis and just yank it tighter. Using the staff.
You see its head. Those runes fading out. You can see it burning into the sides of his neck. As you guys pull tight, turns his entire body into flame as he sinks back down into the 9 hells. Only thing that's left is that chain in either of your hands. Valas, anything else for your turn?
Nope. I think that's about it. Well, actually, you know what? I still can use a card. I'm gonna use an arcane recovery. Actually, I'll use my feat arcane recovery because I can get more spell slots back with that. So I can get up to 9 slots back with that one. So I'm gonna take 3 third levels with my feature arcane recovery.
Nice.
So that'll be my turn. Does my sword go with him or does it drop on the ground?
It's dropped on the ground.
All right, cool. I guess I'll move to pick up the sword.
Looking to see what we have left in the back here.
Can Ruby just start laughing? What are you going to do now, little toes? The head is gone.
Nice intimidation.
Playing a big game.
Combo DTD on the Afridi in the back between Tormund, Dominus, and Ruby Shore. Looking at their HP, it rests underneath 100 points. Physical damage alone between these three characters will cover it without expending spell slots, even though silence is done back here. Go ahead, Ruby, you describe your part first. Tormund, next.
And all this time we've been holding back. And she is just going to slide under with both of her blades, cutting first the right, then the left ankle, coming up from behind, popping and sticking both her blades right into his spine. Ah! This is where we belong!
Tormund and Dominus. Tormund looks at his brother. You trust me?
Always.
Grab the end of your glaive, brother. As he grabs the hilt of it and starts walking and spinning him around like he's a giant human.
Fucking. Never
Hold
mind.
on! As he spins, he throws the glaive and his brother right in the smack dab into the middle.
Did they do this when they were kids?
It's obviously backstory now. As you yeet Dominus, him spinning, once again dragooning, that glaive goes into his spine, cuts all the way up and through. As he's making his way through, it's just almost Sub-Zero style as he pulls that spine back out enough from his body to make a handle, where he flips him back over, back across, taking the head off.
Just like that, Caster.
The Dryad's in the back. Well done.
Tormund just looks at him. It's my brother.
As you guys gather around on this other side, taking account for everyone. Cheekios takes a moment to go back over towards the Dryads. Has a couple of words, leans his forehead in. As you see, they disappear into fairy dust as that spell ends.
As you look back at
that Garistro, trying to choose where to go next. Cheekios just goes up and puts a small hand on it.
It's okay. You can go back home.
Thank you. As he turns and looks back, he climbs these pillars to the side, reaching back up as that pentagram aligns itself. Looking back through, he just goes ahead and climbs in. Thematically, he would drop no matter what, because his original summoner is gone. So we're just adding a bit more flavor to it. As you guys look up, the battle continues to rage up above you, now becoming deafening.
It's getting too close, even for me.
Dominus looking back to the rest of the group.
We need to gather ourselves. Push forward. We have to get out of here. Alive. Old man.
Dominus. You need.
Get up. We must move.
As you guys look across that pit, those magma effreet that were there slowly silk down back into the lava below. You can see that they're still there watching like alligator eyes on a Florida lake. You can see them peering.
We need to go. Keep pushing.
You can see the explosions in the air. One particular airship navigating between them. As it begins to descend down, you can see creatures raising up and out of these lava flows, attacking other airships that are in the air. It's like this long, pronounced, elastic stretch between these creatures that raise up, almost touching out into the heavens. That airship just settling on the other side.
Think our ride's here.
Finally, thank God. Does anybody need help?
I wouldn't say that.
You look really ugly. I mean, uglier. Come
Ruby,
here.
If it wasn't you, I would stick my sword into you, but at this point, we fought so long, I know how ugly I am.
Right. And smelly. Did I mention that part too? She's gonna put him under like her arm and kind of carry him over. You smell bad and you look bad. That's a heck of a combo.
You try being dead. Just tell me how you feel afterwards. Ruby, sure, this is a feeling I hope you never have. I know you've been there, but you see those two? They're the reason I live.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have given anything to make sure they were safe. Now, I'll give anything to make sure we're all safe. Because it's not just about Dominus. It's not just about Torment. It's about all of us. We're all gonna get through this. We're gonna do it together. Oh, God.
Okay, you need to stop talking, Mr. Family Man.
Quit pulling on my arm. It
Well,
hurts.
you know what? It's better I pull on your arm than I leave the rest of your body behind.
Oh, damn
So
it,
you run out of
everybody
the
get
car.
on the damn airship.
He's got a point. As Barley kicks down both sets of rope ladders. Get your fat up here. We got a wedding to catch. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm so glad you decided to actually come help us. Thank you.
You don't know
Histor.
what we've gone through to get here.
One last race up these ladders.
Okay, sure, old man.
Maybe I'll give you a head start.
Histor, get your weak ass up here. I'm tired of cleaning all these things up by myself.
Ruby, set.
You're on.
Go.
This family doesn't stop. He's gonna go for it.
Gale takes a moment, recovering still, and he's just like on one knee, holding the staff, kind of like leaning on it. And he just kind of looks down and like sees the chains at his feet, and he just like touches the ground that's visible between one of the chain links, and you see this flower grow from it with a bright red with like a stark gold interior that like stems out to the edge of the flower, matching the magma around and kind of the general scenery. And he just plucks it, and he slowly gets up, and he turns to Valas. You know, for a minute there, I saw the fields, and I saw the edge of the flower, and there was fire. And then I heard him welcome me. And it was great. But then you allowed me to come back and finish what I needed to. And I don't know you. But you saved me. This is for you. And he just holds out the flower.
Also, he'll reach out and take it, but then great. I'll press this in the book of my other flowers that I have back at the ship.
I will return this favor. Everyone deserves another chance. And from what I hear, well, Lokor has blessed you many times.
You know, I don't know what to do with the flower, but you could die for me at the wedding if you want. We'll call it even.
Maybe give it to your monkey.
I love flowers!
But also just quit picking up rocks. Let's go.
What is
Put the rocks down. Let's go.
They don't have rocks.
I'll
like this on
immediately.
top.
She's
I'll
like
immediately go to Tormund,
stuffing rocks in her pocket.
and I'll just literally like using this powerful staff of the Magi as a walking stick. I just like lean into him, arms over, and I'm like, "You're gonna have to carry me there," because I'm fucked up.
Hold on. Stand by. I'm gonna take that arm and just pick you up and put you on my shoulders like you're a little 4-year-old. Come on, you son of a bitch. You get sentimental blood hanging from a giant, and all of a sudden you think the world is gonna end. Don't you realize you got 3 Fausts in this fight? You were never gonna die. I mean, severely maimed, maybe lose a limb, but you were never gonna die.
I should have never doubted you.
Come on. When we get to these ladders, I don't know if I can carry you up these. You might have to do it yourself.
Yeah, it is. I can do it. Just need some help.
Cheekios is gonna look back at Valas. Come on, Lord of Tides. We still need to get the out of here. Good work.
Yeah. He's gonna as he's reaching out and picking up a sword and sheathing it, he's gonna look at Cheekios. He goes, "You know, I was aiming for Histor, right?"
Who wouldn't?
Figured I better me to put him out of his misery than that guy.
Last thing we need is that tryhard being a devil. He'd never let it go. Come. Let's go! As you guys begin to board the airship, that is where we will end this week as Mud continues to cement his legendary status, this time getting it in a different fashion, getting me to roll a 1.
I control the dice. What do you want me to say?
The strategies
do what
you
I
come
want.
up with, sir, are insane, and the dice just reward you for it.
Well,
I don't.
Number one, I mean, I was even gonna. I had no verbal spells left. I had nothing left aside from just swinging with my sword. And then, even you get there, like the only thing I have that's gonna specifically hit something is magic missile.
And we laid down
the most classic and basic of spells.
We laid down the precedent.
Guaranteed to hit a target that you set.
We laid down the precedent of how it works and how we roll for it. I want to know, because you haven't rolled a die since then. I want to know what your next dice roll was.
It's gonna be that 20.
I want to know what it was.
Right in the middle. 10.
Plus my 22 with the spellcasting
22.
ability.
Valas
22
dies.
they got it done?
Valas dies.
No!
Valas would have died.
Dude, I don't know how you do this, because when Histor got strapped to that dude's chest, I'm like, this is it. This is Histor's end.
I full expected just to kill you. I'm not gonna lie. I just but it was the only play.
I expected to die 100%. I'm like, oh god, every time he gets hit, I lose a saving throw. This is Histor's end. You're like, you know what? So what? Throw it out there.
Well, I mean, you were already gonna take the death saving throw, and I was like, well, the only thing I have that can specifically target this chain is magic missile, because it's an auto hit, and if I'm aiming at that chain, because I rolled the Arcana check to know if I knew enough about it.
True Resurrection was gone too.
Yep.
I didn't have it. I didn't have my 9th level
because I had no verbal.
Calculated risk.
You guys.
At that point, there's 2 dead, and only 1 maybe you can bring back with the divine intervention, prayer, and that's on a roll.
And you stopped Meteor again.
I knew Meteor was in there somewhere. I knew it.
Yeah, you stopped. Sentinel stopped Meteor because he couldn't figure out a way to cast it without hitting himself. He had to go up. He had to go up and cast it down. Sentinel stopped him from being able to cast Meteor because it would have taken himself with him.
Luckily, a couple of the Faust boys know all about that Sentinel nonsense.
Oh, what a way to end it.
Insane.
Hell the play, boys.
A wild mechanic where it just keeps stacking the dead. Funny enough, Rime of the Frost
nuts.
Maiden just got to experience a moment where when they would go under, a creature would continue to go larger and then be able to attack again. Each time a person died, they had 3 or 4 die in a row like that, and it kept growing and growing, snowballing out. This was one of those bad situations. You had to roll a 19 or a nat 20 to be able to hit the chain.
Odd.
And I put it at I put it at 125. I put on the chain.
125. Damn.
I was gonna make it hard.
I
make it hard.
When I was like, I don't know, to break a chain, I was like, do I need to expend all my shit? But better safe than sorry.
Way better
Valas.
safe than sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Prince of Tides, Breakers of Chains, the Undying.
I mean, literally, like,
to you,
Keeper of the Book of Flowers.
I'm in this whole silent zone. Like all of my spells include every single spell, every single cantrip includes a verbal component.
Oh yeah.
So I have to get out of there, and then once I'm up in this guy's face, anyways, like, and understand that this chain is holding on to the bodies, I got to break the chain. That's literally the only option I have, is to use the Illumineth.
The old Illumineth blade, saving lives again.
Just saying, you just denied a major boon from my god, but that's fine.
Is it a major boon from your god? I don't know. You didn't tell
No,
me
it's
that.
just a flower.
Oh, okay.
You don't know. You don't
Well,
know.
it's Kiki's boon now.
You don't know.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm excited about the map next week. Oh, I'm pumped.
Wait, we're not getting like an RP episode. It's just-
No,
There's
in
no time.
between.
There's no time.
There's no time.
There's no time.
I know.
Who will die next week?
You get to-
want to know.
Stay tuned.
I
on
fully
Dragon Ball
expected to
Z.
kill. I fully expected to kill Histor and Gale. And I was like, God, I'm never gonna live this down if I kill my own character.
The legend crumbles at the end by killing his team.
The fact that you got a 1 out of me in that style, you got a 1 out of me.
I'm like, if every character that dies in this campaign is because I killed them, it's gonna be something else.
Oh, that was good, man. That was good.
Gale's heard the legend, so
Ruby Shore with some damage. Damn.
dude, that was clutch. That was clutch.
Perfect timing.
Steel Wind
Y'all
Strike
set
was
that up.
huge.
If you would have gotten that second one off too, like
Oh man.
that fight changes drastically.
Put 5. Oh yeah, I had to stop it because he had 500 points. That would have done me under. So it all of a sudden I was like, okay, all the in-game stuff. Here it goes.
One after another.
And I had alluded to the chains earlier, but like hadn't really come into play yet. I'm like, okay, here we go. Hostage number 1.
Histor Faust.
and
I don't
radios.
know what would have happened if we didn't hit the chains though.
Dead.
I don't want to think about
else.
it. Dude, one more hit, I'd have been dead. That was it. I was 2 saving
You
throws
have
down.
enough things to. You're more powerful than what you think, but a lot of times you just can't think of the right thing at that situation. And that's all it's there is to be like, all right, I'm getting out of here. So it puts you in the pressure like, okay, God, what did my character do? What would they do in this? And all I'm
We had like
thinking,
entangle or something.
dude, I tried to do anything to like, in my spot where I'm in Cheekios there, I'm not going to do anything that, because I have the knowledge, right? So I'm not going to do anything proactive, but I'm looking at him like, fuck, I can't do anything to assist. Like I couldn't cast Foresight. I couldn't do, the things to assist. So I'm like, well, the minute that it goes down, I'm just expelling the healing spell like I should.
Yeah.
And, the minute that you guys got tied up, I'm like, man, if they come out, how cool would it be for them to kill him with his own chains? I'm like, oh, well, this is perfect. Yeah. Gale is the counterbalance, not being able to pull himself up and sinking down. Perfect way to bring this fucker down.
Good job, Gale.
As Omen would have said, all planned.
No doubt.
For sure.
All right, guys. We'll see you back tomorrow night for Tormund's Quest. As we head to the Lightning District over there. Buckle your seatbelts.
Rocky Road ice cream.
Love you guys. Be good to each other. Wash your hands and wear that mask.